morning, everyone. Well, we got 22 people in here waiting. All right, what's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. This is awesome. It is Darkest Night, and I want to start this video off by bringing you guys some breaking news. Breaking news, and that is Darkestnyte is starting his own channel. That's what we were talking about beforehand.
I just had a couple of questions, man.
All right, so apologize again because we were late. I had a fantasy football issue that we were taking care of, and then I had to take care of, which actually is still not resolved. But then Darkestnyte is thinking about putting out some video content in the future. So I want you all to encourage him. And I think this will be a great thing.
Dude, I just had a question, man. That's all I had.
Just like, gosh, he's just taking up so much time on my channel. I just want him to go get his own.
Get out of here. Like, get out of here, man. Do your own stuff.
No. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. We always appreciate your insight, Darkestnyte, on everything. We haven't even done the prepper stream yet, remember?
Yeah, that's what I really want to do is a prepper stream.
I was surprised at how much positive feedback, or like people really wanted that. Like it was. I mean, I guess we're all living through quite uncertain times these days.
Oh, yeah.
So, and again, for me, as I said, COVID was a huge wake up call for me in the fact that, like, no matter what happens, like, I'm not prepared if things hit the fan. So
yes, and we're as close as we've ever been to that. So.
Yep. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Gavin the Magic is in the house. Andrew Johnson, good morning. Happy October, guys. Zach is here. Liberty Guy off the grid. Virus. Randy K, hello. Wow, we got a lot of faces here. So Leandro, Tim Hendricks, my boo-hi, what's going on? After Dark, for real. You like the countdown roar? Yeah, I know. It's something we added in recently. I don't know whatever little tools this service offers. I just try to take advantage of it. Virus is here. Dark. Hope your family and home are safe after the storm. Man, I'm a terrible friend. I didn't even ask you,
dude. That storm went literally right around us.
you know. The thing is, I remember seeing that. Like, I was following it again. I don't have family. I mean, obviously you're there, but I was following it just because for folks in Florida. And all of a sudden, like, after it made landfall, it was downgraded to tropical storm. Sure. And then like in my mind it clicked that it was like, oh, okay, I think things are all right now. But was there a lot of devastation and damage still?
Not anywhere in my area. So I'm just north of Atlanta, and literally it hit the Tampa Panhandle area, and then it went to North Carolina.
Ooh,
and then went south, right? So I have family in North Carolina. And they were without power. They're still without power, actually. So,
all right. Well, glad to hear.
Yeah, everything's great, though. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
That was New Age, not inventory, but investing. All right. What's going on, Merlin's Matrix? Tim Hendricks saying hi to you, Darkestnyte. Let's see. Oh, I think Virus is saying yes, and I'm going to assume that this is to Darkestnyte making some video content. And people say Darkestnyte, do it. What's going on, Wibble? Go for it, Darkestnyte. It's fun making daily content. Oh, now see, look at that. They're even expecting daily content from me now. Oh, someone said, please be drunken lore.
Oh, I totally would do that. I'll do that. We're gonna try that when we're in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm starting to slowly get my packing done, just because you know what's funny. So my equipment wasn't connected this morning because I was doing a little test run of stuff with for the live show, because I haven't used some of this stuff. I haven't played live in a couple of years, so I was like, I have to like get all this stuff ready to go. And some of my equipment's broken, so I had to order it last minute.
Yeah, I have to do some repair on my Technomancer hoodie. I found one of the wires was disconnected in it, so I want to be able to do some magic while I'm there. So
I'm excited. That video you sent me looked pretty cool. All right, so Liberty Guy saying yes, that'd be great, and put me down for the prepper stream. Liberty Guy off the grid. It sounds like you should be leading the prepper stream with Darkestnyte. I mean, just based off your name, username checks out. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
JP's in the house, encouraging you. Nasser, what's going on, Patrick? Are you in Florida? My in-laws' house road still flooded. Oh, so is there a lot of flooding in Florida? I haven't followed.
Fort Myers area was, I heard, was really bad.
Oh man. All right. I hope. I know Nate and his family are down there. I hope they're all right.
Yeah, Naples, Fort Myers, I think they really got hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Ooh, should we get into conspiracy theories today? Weather manipulation? Have been able to steer hurricanes for decades?
I think it's called the harp. I think that's the device that they use to connect to control the weather.
So who's sending the hurricanes then? Should we get political? No, I'm just kidding.
No, there's so much. There's so much out there right now. Yeah. There's too much good stuff to talk about.
Too much good stuff to talk about. I lost one cow, drowned, and blew my truck motor. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
How do you
about
lose
your
a
truck
cow?
and your cow? I
Did
mean,
it fly away? No, I'm just kidding.
poor little moo. Good day, everyone. Let's go Darkestnyte. Richard's here. Hi guys. Have you bought tower defense packs for the SPS airdrop? I didn't buy for the SPS airdrop, but I bought some just to buy some.
Oh, I actually read the message. So sorry about that, Alex. Yeah, that's very sad. I have an affinity for farm animals. So.
Do you have any farm animals of your? I like because I'm in Texas now. I'm just like, man, it'd be nice to like have like a ranch and be fully self-sustaining.
I would love that.
Also, too, I like this city kind of life. I mean, I'm from Chicago and I love like kind of living around other people. And this idea of like a ranch in the middle of nowhere is kind of meh to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's always, being self-reliant, I think we've talked about that, I think is important these days, just in general.
Yeah, agreed. Richard, okay, just to go back to Richard's message here. He's asking if we bought any tower defense packs for the SPS airdrop. No, I mean, the numbers still look phenomenal on that if they get it started. I have a little spreadsheet here, which I should probably make another video on now that the thing actually passed, but we're barely over 250,000 packs sold. And if SPS stays at 70 cents,
which is crazy.
Or sorry, not 70 cents, but 7 cents. Buying tower defense packs. Oh, here, check this out. Buying tower defense packs from the store, right, with DEC at like DEC keeps dropping, which is crazy, and voucher prices dropping, is going to net you roughly a 92% APR for just buying and holding packs. If you buy them on the secondary market, and I have this still at $3, I don't even know what they're going for right now, but if you buy them on the secondary market, that's going to give you 113% APR. So you guys should just go and ape into packs right now. Not financial advice.
Yeah, I almost hit the purchase of a few tower defense, but we have so much stuff that's coming up soon, right? So I want to make sure I'm set to mint my Roonies, right?
Yeah, I need to start putting capital aside for that. So because I'm just gonna be pulling out whatever I'm earning from like LPs and throwing it into that.
Yeah, so the price of Ethereum has been dropping, right? So we're a little over 1,200 right now. So I figure it's a good time to just dollar cost average buy what I'm going to need for the mint, right? And hopefully right before the mint, it pops up in price and then get another discount. So that's the plan anyway.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I've just gotten burned so many times, like hoping the market goes up, that for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it in cash. I'm gonna keep it in cash, and like a day or maybe the day of or the day before, it's like I'll go in and buy the amount of Ethereum that I need.
Yeah.
So
yes. So my plan, I agree with you, right? We have been getting burned, but I figure, man, some of us taking 90% hits, right? So like, can it go lower? And the reality is, yeah, it can.
Yeah.
So, I'm just trying to be optimistic.
We have not felt maximum pain yet. Although, now all of the influencers are coming online and being like, oh, there might be this Q4 rally that comes in October into the election and whatever. And I'm just like, if you say so, like, I'll be waiting for it. But I don't nothing's solved, right? Like inflation's still super high.
Yep.
I feel like there's still supply chain issues. Like
there are, and they're going to get worse. Oh,
yeah, I mean, isn't China's got like a zero tolerance COVID policy, right? I've been hearing about that. So like, so much stuff is still shut down there. So I don't think supply chain issues are going to get better anytime soon.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of just political, civil unrest all over the world, right? So that's going to influence what happens here. So
yeah, I do get worried, but let's bring it back to the game, because this is how we escape from everything, right?
Yep.
All right.
And talking about escaping, right? We're going to be heading to Splinterfest, right? So you're packing. I'm
super excited.
Do my thing. And what I hope though is, we're going there to celebrate a game, And I listened to a lot of the questions and the town halls, and I feel for Aggie and Matt and Nate, because they're not going to be able to escape the constant questions
Of when
and,
land.
like, where can
Oh
they
my
hide?
God! You know what we should have done? We
Yeah.
should have made T-shirts that said "When land" and wore them the entire time.
Still can. Yes.
Oh man,
you're not
that'd
going to be able to escape, right? So,
Yeah.
so what are they going to do? So I hope, and I really hope, that we're going to go to celebrate a game, right? And remember that we're there to have fun. I don't want to hear about tokens. I just
Mhm.
want to talk about cards and games and
Yeah.
lore and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and drinks.
We're gonna get some cool stuff, information about tower defense. I think there's a panel on GLS specifically, and there is also a panel on like land. And I think I think that they've been waiting to reveal a lot of stuff about land for Splinterfest. I think they want that to be like the big opportunity to do that. That doesn't mean that there still haven't been delays in land. I think there's still, unfortunately, many delays in land, but maybe they're going to give us a little bit of an idea of what we can expect now, since we haven't heard much about it outside of like tech modernization, and non-card market, which again are both like 4 or 5 months late at this point.
Right. If they were going to do something big, I think that they would have given us a hint that something was coming. I'm not. I think it's just going to be information. But I would love for Aggie or Matt to say, pick somebody random in the audience and say, "Hey, come up here on stage. We're going to reveal your land right now."
I don't think they're going to do that.
I know they're not.
That'd be crazy. That would be
That would
crazy.
be crazy, but I can dream, right? I'm an optimist.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fun, but
It'd be nuts.
I mean, there would have been so much. It's like they had so much going for them over the past couple of weeks, right? It's like, I know Splinterfest was like planned way in advance, but it's like, man, if they had just like been able to do two things, which I want, one of which you've already brought up, but like if they'd been able to get Rooney's minted by or at Splinterfest, that would have been really cool. And number two, if they had been able to get land ready for not the reveal of like your specific plot, but whatever land phase 1 is supposed to be, right? Where it's just like you turn your land plot claim into a deed and you can see where it is on the map. And it'd be awesome in the HyperX arena to see like on the thing and be like, all right, like we're gonna have a little session here, like you redeem your thing live here and that's where your land plot is. And everyone's just like, oh, this is crazy. And then like 2 people are just like, yo, we're neighbors.
Exactly. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would have been cool.
So I feel like obviously we're gonna miss the Rooney thing by a couple of weeks, but it feels like we're gonna miss the land one by I don't know, maybe a couple months. Who knows?
Is there a map of Pretoria somewhere around?
I thought so.
And I would be cool with just having that around on the screens, right? Hey, here's Pretoria. And maybe even have a contest and say, hey, where do you think your land's going to be? Something like that. It'll be to hype it up. So,
I mean, well, your chances are 1 in 150,000, right? So
there we go. Yeah. I want a castle.
I want a castle too. How do you get a region? Who's selling regions these days? Would you buy a region? If it became available, would you buy a region?
No, way too expensive.
Really?
Yeah, no way.
Come on.
Dude, come on. I don't really have $150,000 just hanging around.
I don't think it'd be 150,000. It'd be you'd probably get it for less than 100.
Well, you know what? We'll see Gank in a couple of days. Maybe he'll peel me off a couple of plots. That's what he's been.
Wait, is Gank? I don't know if Gank is going.
How could they not go?
I don't know, guys. Does anybody know if Gank is going? Because I caught one of the streams recently, or I caught the thing with Weird Beard. And it didn't sound like he was going. It sounded like Walking Keys is going, but
oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. It would have been fun. Come on, Gank.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, so let's see. Alex is saying you in Florida. My in-laws' house are still flooded. That's too far back. All right. So yeah, 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m. Me and wife picked up a 300-pound cow up and put in the UTV. That one almost died of hypothermia. Oh my gosh.
Crap.
Whoa, it sounds pretty bad out there, Alex. How much? Like, I mean, I know I don't follow like mainstream news, but I haven't seen anything about that.
I haven't seen it.
Flooding.
I've seen a little bit of damage, right, and flooding.
Yeah.
But I know some, politicians are going to be doing. They're going to do 2 tours, one in Florida, so that
Mhm.
means it's bad, right? And then also Puerto Rico, I think got hit pretty bad as well.
Uh, was it Puerto Rico or like Dominican or maybe I don't
Puerto
know.
Rico, yeah.
All right. So I don't know how we did it. Wife had mom's, right? That's crazy that you guys lifted a 300-pound cow. But I'm happy you guys are safe and that the cow
Yeah.
is safe and did not die. Yeah, I mean, like, I have an affinity for like animals because they can't like do anything,
I
right?
do
They're
goat yoga.
huh?
I do goat yoga.
Yeah, you do goat yoga. Oh, I mean, like, for example, like this morning, I was like, I don't even know like my neighbors here, but I saw them like, so you don't hear me ranting too loud, but like they tied up their dog outside, which I guess is fine. Like he's leashed up on like their balcony, but then he got like tangled up in like one of the chairs, and I'm just like, all right, like if they don't come out in a couple minutes and like check on him, because he was like whelping. I was like, I gotta go knock on their door at like 7 a.m. and be like, yo, you're like your dog's not doing well. But okay, that's totally an aside. That was just what my morning was like. All right, tower defense packs pay SPS. Yes, that did pass as well as the land one.
But
Mr.
barely.
Fudge,
But it barely.
but
Though.
barely. I mean, Aggie was on the what do you want to call it? Like the election trail. he was out. Campaign trail. Yeah, he was out kissing babies and shaking hands with all of the wealthy Mavs and calling them out in the Mav chat, being like, "Would you reconsider your position?"
But that's cool that can happen, right? If you feel passionate about something and you can go and try to influence, right? That's what governance is all about, right? So.
Yes. No. Okay. 100%. What was interesting to me though was somebody immediately called Aggie out, and I'm not saying that Aggie's wrong or right, and I'm not saying that this other person is wrong or right, but they came out with a little salt and said, "Hey, Aggie, you're like, personally reaching out to these whales to get them to flip on a decision. It would have been nice to see that for the refunds on Riftwatcher packs for the people who got screwed." And I'm just like, okay, well, this is interesting, right? Because now, like, you can clearly see, you can clearly see the CEO's biases. And guys, Aggie is a human being, and he's trying to do what he believes is best for the game, and he's going to have an opinion one way or another, right? So you can agree or disagree with him. But it was interesting to see somebody in the community kind of call him out straight up, and just be like, "Oh, okay, so you're like willing to like publicly shame the people who voted no to this one versus like last time." So. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
It just fits Aggie's what he's always said, right? It's going to be decentralized. People can vote whichever way they want, according to the biases they have, right? That's the whole thing.
How would you feel though if you voted no to something that you felt was like, it wasn't fair to the rest of the community or whatever was like, you voted your conscience, and then the CEO of the company comes on and tags you in Mav chat and says, "Darkestnyte, would you reconsider your position?"
I think I'd be okay with it.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, but again, that's my personality, right? I don't think I would listen to the argument. We'd have a conversation about it, maybe or maybe not. And maybe I would reconsider. I might come to the same conclusion, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to change. But I'm open to a conversation. Right?
Well, and here's the thing. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. Finish.
No, this is a great community, right? So I think we can handle the conversation. I really do.
Well, that to me was the best part of all of it, right? Because Aggie started having conversations with a lot of these Mavs, and they started saying like, "Well, why do you think that this is such a benefit? Why do you think it's so important?" Some people did flip, but others didn't. And the entire discourse was civil. And Agro said, "Well, I respect your decision to, stick your guns, but I appreciate you engaging me in the conversation." So I thought it was handled very, very well, right? But again, it was just like, okay, well, this may start happening more and more where it's like, okay, if the team is trying to push for something, they're going to use everything at their disposal. And here's the thing, guys, at the end of the day, we are in a much better system than it was before, because before the team, like, people think that like we should just, it's binary. We should just be centralized to completely decentralized. And that's not going to happen, right? Before, the team just made a decision. A year ago, the team just decided to like nerf bronze, or they just decided to do whatever.
Absolutely.
Now it's like they put their votes in this proposal, and if you have a lot of SPS stake, you can actually have an opinion on it.
So it's funny you say that because I started the unstaking process because of all the stuff
Hmm.
we were buying and that was available to buy. And then I made a decision a couple of days ago to restake it because I didn't want to give up my voting power.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, I can't go below this threshold or my vote doesn't matter as much.
Hmm.
And so now when I want to buy something with SPS, I go and buy it, right? Or swap out tokens, but I'm not unstaking anymore.
Just gonna hold it for the long term, huh?
Hold it in there. Yep.
Very
That's
cool.
not financial advice. Just saying what I'm doing.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, but that's not even financial, right? That's
Yeah,
that's governance. Like you value the fact that you have a vote,
absolutely.
and so therefore, like trading tokens isn't more important to you than having a say in the future of the game that you know and love and are financially invested in,
Yep,
emotionally invested in too.
absolutely.
Okay, so Mr. Fudge saying, ask Darkestnyte what happened with his ranked games. Saw he was down bad.
Oh, we're gonna go there.
I guess so.
So
We're
just
you playing the bot play?
talking about public shaming. So well, you all know what's going on. It's brutal out there. It's a mess. And I have a habit of delegating all my cards
Yeah, I
out.
was just gonna say. I mean, you should
Yeah,
totally
that's
blame me. The thing is, Darkest. Okay, so we should talk about Rift Watchers in a second because Darkest is just like, ooh, this card looks good. I don't get it, guys. I mean, Darkest is one of the coolest guys ever. I have no idea what I've done in my life to deserve such a cool friend like Darkestnyte. But like this dude literally is just like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until Rift Watchers like cools down. I'm not gonna buy cards yet. And then he literally will text me and be like, oh yeah, I grabbed a bunch of these. And then I'm sending them to you, so you try them. And I'm just like, why? So that's probably why he's down because he's letting me use his cards, and actually they've been very helpful. So thank you for that.
So I mean, the reality is my ECR was literally down to 1%.
Okay, well that's fair.
Season, and that was a mess. It's just hard out there, man. I mean, it's just really, really hard. The competition is really stiff, and I believe, and again, we've talked about this, offline. I think there's a different evolution of the bots, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people have them, and before I think it was a nice to have. Now I'm at the opinion it's a have to have if you want to really rise up the ranks. And we can talk about that probably another time, but or even now, we have plenty of time. But there's definitely an evolution occurring, and I'm trying to make sense of it. It's really difficult, and I'm 2 to 3 days before the end of season, I'm finally able to break back into champion. That's kind of crazy, given the cards I have.
I mean, the thing is, you have a fantastic deck too. I mean, you've been playing for a while. Sure, you don't have all the cards, but I would say what's been interesting to see is how well like a bot like Archmage has done getting into champion for people, right? And you've seen that, and people have been posting about it in Mav Chat, for example. I think Gene from the Splex team was just like, oh yeah, look, my bot made it to champion with like 7 days left in the season, right?
Yeah,
and so
I can't even get there, right? I mean, I had to turn on my bot at the end of the season, maybe 3 days in, Archmage as well, and that was the only way that I was able to make it. And I like playing, right? So I don't want to do that, but I have to pick between having fun and reaching champion. And I don't like it, right? But it is what it is, right? So that's the problem with being bot neutral, right? It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. I mean, it's funny because someone in one of the other maps, I don't know why, but they were very very aggressive. But they, you know how you love to go after like other streamers, and like whenever you win,
I was just thinking that just now.
So I think somebody had the same thing with me because I've never spoken to this person before, but they like posted a screenshot of them beating me in the general chat or whatever, and they're like, "Gotcha, bitch," and I was just like. I was like, all right, it's a little aggressive, but sure, if you say so.
It's a big deal, right? When Virus and I are playing and we're going back and forth in Discord, like that's awesome to me.
Yeah,
because you're forming relationships with people, right?
Yeah,
and gathering the magic and all those. I know all their names now, and I'm like, that is an important win to me. right? If I
Fair
don't
enough.
know the person, the win still feels good. But if I know them, oh, it's way
Mhm.
better. It's way better.
So, the reason I bring it up is because um they posted that screenshot somewhere in it wasn't in matchup, but it was like in general, and
Yeah,
somebody responded. I was reading into the tone probably a little negatively.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, but did you beat him or his bot? And so I responded to them. I responded to that person, and I was just like, you know what's funny is my account actually isn't botted anymore because I threw the bot over to the Aftersound YT account.
Mhm.
So like I love playing the
It's
game.
you.
Yeah, so it's like I haven't chalked up or coughed up another $30 to get a bot. But I mean, at this point, and this is probably something I should have saved for like a separate video, but I've talked about with you. It's like making money in the game is completely separate than playing the game,
Yes,
right? Like,
absolutely.
so I've finally been able to separate out my investor side versus my player side.
Yep.
So like I don't make money from playing the game. Therefore, I don't really care what my ECR does. I just want to go in and I want to trash as many other people as possible, right? In ranked play.
That's
Um,
exactly where I am too. Exactly.
but
Like,
it's yeah, so it's like everything else, like LPs, nodes, like all that stuff self-sustains, and I just keep that completely separate from whatever I'm doing. And I just enjoy the game for what the game is itself.
yeah. I think that's one of the benefits of some of the alternative ways of making um, profit. I don't know about profit, but revenue. Let's do that.
Mhm.
Revenue in the game, right? Is that they've given us other ways to accumulate tokens. And so playing, while it does at the end of the season, and even if you play well in the higher ranks, you get something. It's not necessarily the focus for me anymore. Same as you, right? It's not the
Mhm.
focus. I just want to have fun and play the game.
Yeah, you know what was interesting is I think it was JB. We got into an interesting discussion on the last stream. So I don't know if you're here, JB, or if you watch this on the replay, but I appreciate where they were coming from. But I was very I hope they didn't take it the wrong way. I was very like I strongly disagreed with their perspective on the game because this was partially in response to like Luke Plays to Earn video and all the stuff that had come out with that. And I was saying that like, okay, well, if you play a game, right? If you play this game and you only get common rewards and you play in bronze and you have the minimal investment, you can come away with a 6% return on your time. And like their response, and not just theirs, but I'm sure many look at it and be like, well, like why would I spend like 30 minutes a day to make a couple of cents, right? Like what's the ROI on that? And I was just like, dude, I think your perspective is wrong, respectfully, right? Because if you're looking at this as a money-making venture, you're wrong. Like you should take that $300 or whatever you were going to spend on a bronze deck, put in the LPs, put it in something else, put it like you will make more and you don't have to do anything. But
I
if you
agree.
like playing the game, I'm not going to be able to play Candy Crush and make a 6% return on whatever money I put in. I'm not going to be able to do that with Clash of Clans or even StarCraft, right? StarCraft, Fortnite. Like, so for me, it's like it comes full circle with our conversation now because the fact that my account isn't even botted anymore and I don't really care about my ECR. I'm just playing because I enjoy it and I want to get up to the highest levels. And sure, earning is fun. Opening chests is fun, right? But and even looking at the numbers afterwards and being like, "Ooh, did I make 20 cents today or did I make $4?" Right? That does make a difference.
Right.
But ultimately, I feel like it's important to separate those two sides out.
Yep. Actually, I'll tell you something funny. It is more important to me now to get to champion because it's so hard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So I see a lot of other people struggling to get to champion, and I'm like, I got to get there. I got to prove that I have the chops. Get there.
We won't name any names, but Darkestnyte will be like, "Oh my gosh, I beat this dude to champion. I beat this dude to champion.
Yeah.
Look at this other dude struggling."
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and I know it's wrong. Like I know it's wrong.
no, it's not. I mean, look, I would say it's all love, right? I don't think you do it disrespectfully. Like it's competitive, right? So the thing is, like, the only reason I felt a little salty about the guy posting on me today with the gotcha bitch, right? Because he posted the screenshot and it showed his team with Kitty, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, like sure, you beat me with Kitty. I hope you pat yourself on the back, right? Good game.
Even hearing you say that makes me laugh, right? So it's a good thing, right?
So I mean, look, good game. Like you got either the rental or the acre, whatever for it. I will get you back there. Just wait until these ghost card tournaments.
Yep.
All right, we are so behind on chat.
Yep. Hey, Alex, Can you do me a favor and post your in-game name? I would like to send a donation for some assistance there. So
it's very kind of you, Darkestnyte. All right, so let's catch up on some of the other stuff here. So Liberty Guy saying this has been the biggest issue for trying to make it Splinterfest. Can't find anyone to take care of all the animals while I'm gone.
That's so awesome.
So I use this app called Rover or rover.com for finding a pet sitter for my cat. I don't know if they do cows though. I think it's just cats and dogs, but there might be something. You never know. You're in Arkansas. All right, cool.
Oh, I love Arkansas. It is a sportsman's paradise.
It's a sportsman's paradise. Wait, what have you done in Arkansas?
I have a client there, so a very large client there.
A very large client. Okay. I mean, there's only one very large client in Arkansas. So, but it's funny because my brother used to work for not that company, but another company that obviously did a lot of business with them. So I got to visit Arkansas a couple times. It's beautiful down there.
It is.
It's
really
the
land is super cheap.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So Liberty Guy. So now I understand a whole lot now. So yeah, if that's a place where you want to go to be very self-reliant. Just
yeah. I don't think I could live there, but it was nice to have a reason to visit while my brother was living down there.
Yeah.
We could all hold up posters. I think this was for the Win Land. Absolutely. All right. We're like 20 minutes behind. All right. So you guys are all talking to each other. That's great. Land hype. There is no bad land. God, gather the magic. Please. I pray for you. I pray for you. I just don't want you to get burned, my friend. That's it. Like, I just don't want you to get burned. Like, I'm worried. Here's my fear, right? Like, and again, I say this in like the most conservative way. Land was sold at $20 a pop. Okay. So if you're buying it for $200 now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe the value in the future does. But imagine your land gives you 100% APR. Right? That's pretty ridiculous.
Right.
Every year it's going to pay you 100% APR. But what if it pays you that 100% APR on the original price of $20?
There you go.
Right. It takes 10 years then to recover the money you're paying for it now, which sure, after 10 years, it's paid off and that might be better than buying a house. Right. But again, I'm just like, gotta keep all this stuff in mind.
Yeah. My hope is when they're doing the implementation of land, that they allow for the delegation of land. That's my hope. So that people that want to participate don't necessarily have to buy it, but much like the NFT Nifty Gaming, right? That you can make a contract that says, "Hey, I'm going to give you this plot of land or loan it to you. Whatever you generate, I'll get a certain percentage of it." I hope that's something that they do.
That would be cool, because then people would just be out there owning land and like, yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to work it all, right? Think of the guys with the regions. If it requires cards, it requires monsters to work it, right, and summoners to work it. There's just not enough cards that are available.
You not only have to buy land, but you have to probably buy, like, in order to get the most out of it, get like maxed out versions of everything.
Yeah. So maybe that's what's taking so long, right? Is there are enough cards in the entire community, right? Probably to work it, but as an individual, unless you have seriously deep pockets, and you don't plan to play, right? How do you work all that? So
exactly. Yeah. All right. So Keys is going, but not Gank. All right. That's what I heard too. Gank is not going. Gank doesn't fly, so I don't think so. Gank doesn't fly on planes. All right. He won't fly.
Road
Gank
trip,
would only
man.
fly if he can find a parachute plane. Do those even exist? Gank will go if they install parachutes on plane. Wait, I don't know if you guys are joking or not, but
well, everyone's saying the same thing. So
I guess he must have said it or made a joke on his stream. Puerto Rico was hit by Fiona. Okay. Hello, Icy Flow. Good to see you, man. How are you holding up in Florida? So Virus is saying I switched my vote to yes. Oh, speaking of which, well, we should let Virus know about Friday's plans.
Yep.
Did you tell him already?
I did. Oh, I think I did tell Virus. Yeah, I think I did.
All right, cool. We're grabbing dinner Friday night, Virus. So.
Yep.
And if anybody else is going to be there, hit me up.
Oh, but we picked before. So after that, I had my conversation with him. We picked the place, right? What did we decide? It's a pizza place.
Pizza place, yeah. Let's not say it on stream just in case.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no
I mean, not that I'm expecting to be hounded by like a bunch of people there, but it's
That would
like,
be great though.
I mean, if you want to know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
let's,
we'll
just
figure
not,
it out.
let's just not say it on stream.
Yeah.
If you want to come, everybody's welcome. All right, but we'll just message you separately. All right, so Virus saying I switched my vote to yes for tower defense SPS, even though I disagreed with it. I just didn't feel strongly enough against it. I trusted the team on this one.
Yeah,
fair enough. See,
that's awesome.
Respect that. I didn't switch my vote from no on prop 4 from the previous one though. Fair enough. So Crypto Ace did the same as Virus. I mean, you know what's great about this is like I actually love reading this stuff. I love seeing like people's thought process through, because genuinely, like I voted very strongly for it. Right. And even like prop 4, I voted very strongly for it. But it's like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And if they want to back it up financially, like that's totally cool. I don't view even somebody who votes completely opposite of me as wrong, no matter what their opinion is, unless they're like, F the players. Right. That'd be the only time.
The weird part is it's like your friend asking you to do something that you don't want to do. Hey man, you want to help me move? And you're like, damn it. But you go and you show up and you help them move, right? It's the same thing, right? It's exactly the same.
Isn't it like I didn't think we were that close of friends, but he asked me to move. It's like taking the next step.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh damn it. Will there be pizza and beer? Right? Because that's all you can charge somebody,
Yeah, I know. So Gavin's saying, I'm not a great player, but the higher competition making me a better player. It's good. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Flaviano, we've played so many times. I know. So I feel like you beat me more often than not, but GG's to all those games. Those are fun. I love posting screenshots of beating people. Awesome. Do you think plots will? Okay, so to be fair, guys, if you beat me and post a screenshot, right, in whatever, I that won't make me upset. It was just funny this morning because like the whole trail of it, the whole trail of it. The first with like the gotcha bitch, and then the second one of like, yeah, but his account is probably botted. I was just like, all right, what's going on here?
Yeah. It's still funny though. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious. I mean, I was like literally laying in bed. I was like, oh, this is a fun thing to wake up to. Yep. All right. Do you think plots will hit 350? Not. I don't know, man. I think open plots that are maybe epic or legendary can hit 350, but I don't think sorry, I was reading the next comment. I don't think common plots will. And Mr. Fudge said I beat Luthi today and took a picture. Hey, that's worthwhile. You should send her an animated corpse, so she can restock her stockpile because she keeps on beating people and she's probably running low. I'll tweet you north side of the storm. Have you noticed the incredible opportunity for renting out leveled Riftwatcher summoners? Yes, I have. I just don't feel like buying them right now because I think they might go down. But I'm willing to take that risk. Chris West is saying I beat Aftersun a couple days ago. I remember that, Chris. GG's. Oh, but got demolished by Darkestnyte.
Well, one of the one wins that I got.
Hey, Turbo, what's going on? Chuni's here. How are you all to use bots in tournament? I thought bots ran automatically. Oh, how are you able to use bots in tournament?
Oh,
let's
talk about that later.
Should we get the tinfoil? Should we get the tinfoil hats on?
Oh, I have a tinfoil hat in the back.
I mean, all I'll say on this is that, like, if you think Archmage is the first one, no, Archmage is just the first one that's trying to make money off of you, right? Other people have, at least from what I've heard, this is all rumors, right? But from what I've heard or seen in certain chats, it sounds like people have had private bot networks since the beginning, and they've been available in tournaments apparently. So,
yep.
I am all. I posted that video about like being excited for ghost card tournaments. I am all for that because let's be real for a second here with folks. Darkestnyte, like you and I have these conversations all the time, and we won't get into it because we're not trying to accuse anybody or anything specific or point of figure. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was shady stuff happening at the highest levels of the game. And I'm not talking about the team. I'm just talking about at the highest levels of the game. And so I know some people are against KYC, but I am totally for KYC to bring in more transparency and hopefully more money into the space and more interest. Because right now it feels like, you know, that George Carlin quote, like it's a club and you're not in it. Like that's kind of what it feels like in many cases.
Yeah. I yeah, I agree. Now, one of the things I'm really looking forward to at Splinterfest is in-person tournaments,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So because if bots have been a thing, and that's how they're able to get the advantage, and a bot is an advantage, right? When you can do all the analysis in the background, and then have it go do its thing, right? That's an advantage, right? But in a real tournament face to face where you don't have those access to those tools, then it's all based on your knowledge and all based on your skill. And I can't wait to see that. So
I can't wait either. I mean, I hope you freaking tear it up, man. I keep saying I want Darkestnyte's been
training
for the last 2 years. He's been training. I just want him to go in and dude, take your cards back. Can you?
I will.
No, take them back now.
Okay.
Because you need to practice with the Rift Watchers, guys.
Oh, I have them. We're good.
You bought 2 copies.
Don't shame me. Don't shame me, dude. Let me do my thing.
How am I shaming you? I'm
totally teasing. Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right, fair enough. I'm just trying to help you, dude, man. I want you to get.
We all have to go and do well. So that's the plan, right? We want to go have a good time, and we want to hang out with the team. I heard that they sold all of the VIP tickets.
Yes.
So that's good, because I was hoping maybe there'll be one floating around and someone says, "Hey, man, why don't you join us for dinner tonight?" That would have been awesome. But
you know what we can do? We should set up our own like non-VIP dinner on Saturday night.
Done. I would do that. Done.
Okay.
Done.
I want to hit up a buffet, but I really don't want to do it until like Sunday. What time are you leaving? Sunday night?
Sunday night, way late.
Maybe we can go Sunday. Ooh, should we? How about this? We go Sunday after you win the tournament and celebrate.
Yes. Done. Yes. So we'll literally call it the non-VIP.
The non-VIP dinner can still be Saturday because there's gonna be a VIP dinner.
Yes.
But then we'll call it like what are
and I'm not salty. This is not salty.
What's VIP stands for very important person? All right, so we can do VUP, so very unimportant people. That'll be our dinner on Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Saturday night.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna figure that out.
All right, man, I'm so pumped. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I literally don't even care like what happens at Splinterfest. I just want to hang out.
Yeah. Yes, and we have to eat balut. That is a requirement.
Well, that. I don't think they have that here. I don't think that's allowed here. That's gonna be in the Philippines.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna catch up on chat real quick, and then we have another guest who's in the green room. Can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come on?
Oh, sorry.
Thumbs up. All right, give us 1 minute. I just want to catch up on some of the chat here, and then we're gonna invite you back or invite you on stage. So some people might have private bots. Yes, indeed, the struggle. All right, I'm sorry if I'm skipping your comments. So, Icy Flow, I'm sorry to hear that you lost power and internet for 2 days. Are you doing all right now? I was on the south side, so it wasn't too bad. All right, guys, this is Alex's username. So if you want to send him anything, even just a little DEC or some Pellicor bandits, or weren't you collecting? Oh no, you weren't collecting the vampire bats. Epson, good luck in fantasy football. Yeah. Oh, I need to check my team and make sure everybody's starting. Going back to work tomorrow. Okay. So sorry guys, I'm gonna skip through a lot of the comments here because I know we're super far behind, but I don't want to leave this fellow Maverick in the green room. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna split it out and then add in Angry Chipmunk. What's going on, man?
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
So cool to actually chat with you. Welcome to the stream. How are you?
My camera.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, we're having a good time. So it is a little bit past 8 o'clock for you out on the West Coast, I believe.
Yes.
Well, appreciate you joining us super early here on a Sunday morning.
Oh, it ain't that hard to wake up. I was just putting some finishing touches on my cards to show all the guests in our stream today.
Yeah, so I caught up on Map Chat and I saw you were excited to share some stuff that you'll be bringing to Splinterfest. So I don't know if you want to start there, if you want to give a little bit of an introduction first, just to let people know how long you've been playing the game, your thoughts on where things have been. I mean, this is our first time chatting, so I apologize. It's in a live stream format, but I figured we needed to get you in before Splinterfest, right? You'll be at Splinterfest? Yeah. You'd be drinking with Neil and probably Darkestnyte too. So.
Yeah.
So please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I'm Angry Chipmunk. You could call me Gary if you want. And I design wooden cards that are Splinterfest themed. I will be supplying not too much, but enough for some people at Splinterfest.
Ooh.
Like one of these basic chickens.
Hold on. Can I? How do I- That's awesome,
Maybe
dude.
if I adjust the lighting.
No, you know what? Let me make. How do I make you bigger? Nope, that's the wrong one.
You're bigger now.
Solo layout.
Whoa.
There we go.
So these are made of wood, and these ones are mostly designed Luthien style. So whoever I defeat in the tournament will get one of these for free. And also some of the YGG fam will get some. So just
That's
find me, and you'll be able to get some free basic chickens.
Free basic chickens. I love it, man. All right. So how long have you been playing the game?
I've been playing since the day SPS launched. I found it while I was doing some BSC, just trying to get rich things, and SPS was a brand new token. And I was like, so I looked a little more into it, and I saw there was a game attached to it, and I gave it a few tries, and I'm like, not for me.
Or the game
like
aspect?
a week later, I was like, okay, this is pumping a little bit. Let me actually take a look at it. And I just got really addicted. Started buying cards. Like I got a gold foil Delwyn for $5. So I was like right at the ramp, because someone said I needed to get gold cards to advance in the silver league because I had such low power. I'm like, summoner, okay, $5. It's a lot at the time. But
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think about like how much I've put into this game, right? At least compared to like other games, but it's been fun, man, and I really appreciate or like the model that they have. So you came in at a fantastic time though, because it was like right before or the ramp, as you said. So
unfortunately, I didn't ape in yet.
You know what? All of us can probably say the same thing. Yep. I mean, even Darkestnyte.
Everyone could say it.
Even Darkestnyte, who was here before you or I. Sorry to throw a little salt on the wound, Darkestnyte, but how much did you sell your Jotun for again?
$35.
$35. Yep. so we've all got L's in our history, but what were your thoughts when you first came in and like the crazy hype cycle? Did you get caught up in the euphoria like I did, or was it like were you very like cognizant of the fact that like this cannot last?
I've always been a fan of TCGs, and this is just a Web3 way to play. It's especially with the pandemic being right behind us, like it was hard to get that TCG gaming in.
And like
these
the physical
battles
sense?
are so quick, convenient, and whatnot. Like you're able to get your fix any time of the day, anywhere in the world. So it's very convenient.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't see it going anywhere. But if you see me in map chat, I've been putting win land a lot.
You're not the only one, my friend. You're not the only one. We were just talking about how we should all make Wenland t-shirts and wear them at Splinterfest just to really drive the point home.
You might be able to get them in time.
Yeah. Or you can put them on the back of your cards. Just add it to the back of the chicken cards.
I feel like we can get them made in like 20 minutes in Vegas, right? There's got to be a place that's
probably.
Like...
I'll make a few cards. I'll make little business cards for like Aggie and Matt and have Winland on the back.
I want a one with Aggie's face that has the Fury thing imposed. I think that's one of the funniest memes that we've seen. As soon as they release Fury, then put that face on Aggie's face, I was just like, yes, I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
So when are you getting into to Vegas?
I should be getting there around 6 p.m. local time Friday.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
6 p.m. local time Friday. And where? I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to. I don't know where people's comfort levels are, but what part of the world, I guess, are you coming in from?
I'm from Tacoma, Washington, really close to Seattle.
Okay, that's I guess not as big of a hike as both Darkestnyte and I. I don't know how long that flight is, but it feels like Tacoma's closer.
2 hours and some change. It's not the worst.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get some chat up in here as well. So people are asking, is it 3D? What you had shown?
Oh yeah,
And actually
this
here,
is all wood.
so here, you mind
So
showing
it
it again?
has
I'm
the-
going to give you the solo layout again. There you go.
So it has some depth between the chicken and the background. Here, actually, let me whip out a kitty. You get a little more flavor with this one. As you can see, you get the
That
custom
looks super
resin
cool.
background.
So what, you make these yourself at home?
Yes.
Okay,
I have a little laser cutter, so I designed these files, cut out all the pieces, and then hand stain everything and assemble it.
That's awesome.
See, this one's about 4.5 millimeters thick because of all the layers it needs.
That looks super cool, man.
Now your nickname needs to be Wood Matters.
I mean, wait, I have a better one. How about Angry Woodchuck?
Oh, nice.
I like
Come on.
it.
I mean, I know you don't got to think for squirrels because I see you battling. I see you trash talking Bulldog and his Darth Squirrel quite
all
a
the
bit.
time. It goes way back like a year.
That's awesome.
But how do you feel about woodchucks? I mean, I feel like they could be a good friend to chipmunks. No,
Maybe.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't really know my small furry animals.
I don't know my small animals that well either.
Can we get the reasoning behind the name Angry Chipmunk?
I don't know. That's just what I thought of in middle school when I was making an Xbox gamer tag.
I was just gonna say. So many times the answer you hear is just like, and I'll probably date myself even further. Be like, yeah, I was like looking for something when I made like an AOL username. It's just like, and then it just stuck, right? I came up with something stupid while I was in middle school. But
Only crazy people use AOL.
hey, I mean, I think AOL was pretty crazy. I don't know how old you're, Angry Chipmunk, but you don't have to say. I mean, I was still in middle school in like the mid to late 90s when the internet was first coming on, and I can't tell you how many free months of AOL I was given because all you got to do is cancel, and they'll be like, no, we'll give you another free month. So it's no surprise to me that they went out of business.
Yeah, I'm gonna date myself. So I actually used to work at Prodigy, which was a competitor of theirs.
And what happened to Prodigy?
Like everything else.
What was it? Was it the .com bubble, or it was just bad
Right before
business?
that. Yeah,
Oh, right before that. Okay.
Yeah.
Even more so. Baron's in the house. Baron and Luthien watching here. Luthien, we were just talking about you. What did we say? It was only good things, right? We always say good things. Oh, somebody had beaten you, and they posted a screenshot, or they took a picture of beating you. So I think
Need to start doing that.
yeah.
Bully the bullies.
I know. So Baron's saying I always give Darkestnyte crap about that Yoden. Sorry, Darkestnyte. I hope you're not
still there.
I hope I'm not like digging too deep into that scar. But I think it just goes to show that like everybody's got a story, right? Everybody's got a story. Like mine was on the opposite side. Like all those O'Shaughnessy's I bought at $50, right? They're feeling really good right now.
But those may, again, in the future, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? Just hold on to them.
Sure, maybe. Well, hey, who knows? Like maybe
It's a long
after
time.
maybe after Untamed rotates out, we'll get $20 Yodens again.
Maybe. I doubt it.
Don't
But-
say that. I got 11 BCX.
So wait, let's get a little bit more into your play experience. You've been here a little bit longer than I have. I want to know, one, what league do you play in, and like what your collection looks like, and then two, if you could just give us like an overview of what you've seen this past year and 3-ish months. Like, how are you feeling about the game's development overall? And we already know about the Wendland. So like everything else though, what are some things that excite you? What are some things that you hope that they can improve on?
Yeah, so I normally play in the diamond level. I've been trying to get both leagues into champion, but it's just been too hard. So I've been getting into diamond 1 in both of them.
Cool.
I don't want to sink all the way back down to bronze, and then someday I have to rank back up through that hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my collection's pretty nice. I have max chaos, max rift watchers, and select Untamed. And I have most of the reward cards as
Okay.
well.
What
Modern.
can we dig into your select Untamed? Because I'm curious to know like what you view as necessary in order to be competitive.
Okay, so I have the Kitty, the Jotun.
Mhm.
I have a Lear for some counter plays. I have Chancius. Don't use them too much now that I have Lorna and Wrath. But there
Mhm.
are very few times where, like, let's say, like, back to the basic melee only, like, having
Yeah.
that armor repair just makes it impossible to get through you. Unless if someone you're battling has more money than you and has, like, Kralis and Vigis and all that stuff to just ping you for damage in the back.
Yeah.
And then some other cards I like are most people don't talk about them, but I really like Scale Doctor. Rust Repair Triage, like it's a
Okay.
pretty powerful combo for low cost.
Do you use that card, Darkestnyte? Scale Doctor?
I have one BCX of it, but I
Okay.
never really got into it because again, people don't really talk about it a whole lot. But it is
Sure.
a good card.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just one of those back burner cards that I find myself using a lot because rusting away and certain elements is pretty strong.
Yeah. Especially against anything that gives you a +1 armor, right? So there's 2 cards that do
Yeah.
that.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, those are just my favorites. Like I have like a 3 BCX llama for Silver League stuff. Sometimes I use it up in Diamond when it's opportune.
Okay.
Same with my other Silver League cards. Like sometimes I'll use Ouster all the way up in Diamond 1 because sometimes everything has a use, even if it's severely underleveled.
Yeah. Agreed. What are you thinking of the Rift Watcher cards? How are you liking those? Do you think the set? Darkestnyte, I'll give you a chance to expand on it too. But Darkestnyte, I feel like has said several times when we've talked, especially yesterday, Darkestnyte, where you feel like the set is really not overpowered but very powered.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious to get your thoughts, Angry Chipmunk, because it sounds like you have the full set, and I wonder if you're playing with it and finding it useful.
I'm definitely finding it useful. It's a very powerful set. Very happy with it. Coral Lurker, it's just a beast and like everything. Like
It's like that one card everybody needs. Yeah.
Like I regret doing like my first hour opening and selling everything at high because I sold my Coral Lurkers for like $13.
Ooh.
And I had like 12 extra.
How many packs did you buy?
I bought 1,200, opened some of them, and then I sold the gold to fund more, and I bought an additional 240, which gave me basically 95% of the set, and then I just bought the rest to fill the gap.
So I'm curious because you mentioned that you had 12 additional Coral Lurkers to what you needed. So I'm assuming that's 23 BCX. So how many packs was it that you had to open to get 23 BCX of Coral Lurker? 1,400?
45. Yeah.
1,445. Wow.
Like I got an absurd amount of Coral Lurkers compared to everything else because I got like 11 Rune Master Kais like right on the dot. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Which is also one of my favorite cards in this set. That thing could destroy a Kraken in Wild, like no problem.
Yeah, I've been enjoying using that one as well for higher mana games, just because it the life leech to go along with the fact that it's like already has a high life is awesome. So
pair it with Kitty, you could get some infinite healing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a Kitty, but I'll throw Murdali Guardian behind it, right? And it's just like if my first 2 tanks or whatever. So my fun team to play with when I have a ton of mana now is like Coral Lurker followed by Flying Squid who has blind, and I play in gold, so I'm sure there are better options in Diamond Plus or if you have other cards. But I'll play Coral Lurker, Flying Squid, and then Rune Master Kai, and put like the healer or Murdali Guardian behind them. So that's been fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also makes me remember another untamed card I like is the Albatross.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, one mana healer.
Tank you can't beat it.
No,
yeah. Do you have one, Darkestnyte?
I do.
Do you use it often?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, one mana, who wouldn't, right?
I use mine so much, I decided to get it in gold foil instead.
There you go. Yep.
Very cool.
So what do you, of all the cards in the new set, what's your favorite?
What's the sniping dragon that has giant killer and reflection shield? It's like
Oh, I love that card.
Skyclaw?
It's a rare, yeah, runic Skyclaw or something like that.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
That thing can put in some damage in some high mana matches.
I have
Like
it.
any creature with taunt, it will target it instead of the snipe spot and just do 10 damage to them, because I think there's only two taunt cards that have less than 10.
Yeah, oh, it has giant killer. Yep.
Yeah.
Here, actually, I can share this with folks
So
they
it-
can see.
So it'll either snipe away something,
This is the
or it'll target a high mana taunter, which
Yep.
just puts in work in Diamond League.
Yeah, this is the one that I want to get leveled up to at least Reflection Shield, because I feel like it's a nice backline to, I don't know, like a Wave Brood or something if you throw a Taunt Monster in the back.
Oh yes. And you also play in Gold League, so all these new summoners you have will give you the rare card advantage.
Yes.
You can play your rare cards at level 7.
I haven't thought about that,
in
but
Gold
yes, you're
League.
absolutely right. I just need to get all my cards to level
Climbing
7.
out of gold, I've been doing that with Ithian and Pellicor
Mhm.
Arbalist, because you get that one extra ranged in Diamond normal, but now that we have all these epics, you're able to get that extra.
Yeah.
And just that little extra stinks enough to put people down.
I agree. So let's see here. We got core. I mean, it's clear, I would say, who some of the winners are. I remember people were hot on Mortius, but I think this dude's just too slow.
I like them.
Well, if you play it with Kitty, I mean, and it's always going to hit. I mean,
Yeah, but see, here's the argument with Kitty, right? And I'm not hating on Kitty. I'm just like, there's a lot of cards you can play with Kitty, and they become awesome.
Right. True.
So, like, I mean, how many times would you play him over Dragon Jumper?
I play them both together.
Okay, so there you go. But like, would you ever play him over Dragon Jumper
No.
if you only had 7 mana left, right?
No.
So, again, I'm not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying that, like, it's
Maybe in Blast I would.
Yeah.
maybe Blast, yeah.
But then the speed difference too high. No. I like doing Jotun with Mortius and slow speed rule sets.
I guess, yeah, slower speed would be better.
Like you that 7 damage just blasting to
Yeah.
2 adjacent cards, and slow speed is just brutal.
Yep.
What's that, 13 damage?
And I haven't
Or
found
is
a
it
use for him
actually
yet. Doesn't seem like anybody else has. Runemancer,
No, it's
Atua.
actually 15 damage.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
a lot.
pierces the armor.
All right, so let's go and check some of
Okay, yeah,
the...
don't even talk about
Yeah, we won't. We don't have to.
Which one? Yeah.
The market has spoken. But wow, incredible to see some of these guys down low. Look at Skargor taking the lead here.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that in a guild chat this morning. So, but that was easily predictable, right? I think the card just is too good.
Yeah,
And poor Dallin.
Forgotten one.
poor Dallin. I mean, I think, you know, from a cost basis perspective, if people just want to have leveled up summoners, it's not bad. But I just don't see them being super powerful. Like I even tried Aquatis today, and the other team was just too fast. So I didn't miss anything, or they didn't miss anything.
I'm
The
actually
only one.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, the only ones I use are Skargor and Ithian. Like everything else, like I have better cards to use in their place. Like I find Quick's more useful. I find Obsidian more useful. Kayla's more useful. Thad and Waka both more useful than Dallin.
Yeah,
But-
let me catch up on some of the chat here. So Splinterfest is this week, Icy Flow. I have land plots in Hive, not for sale. Will I get SPS airdrops now? I think you need to put them in game, but I don't even know how to do that yet. Angry Beaver? Ooh, I like this. Wood foil is better than gold foil. Oh, you need a t-shirt that says that. While you're giving them out.
Yeah.
What's in the chest? What chest are you talking about?
This is my photo room.
Oh, what's in the chest? Oh, got it. Okay.
I
There's
think
so
there's
much
literally nothing in there. In
in-game
case
chest.
you want to know what's in there.
So Angry Chipmunks display of wooden cards is going to be lit.
Yeah, I agree.
The Acorn Collector, Pascal, yo, what's up, After Sound Darkestnyte? Chipmunk, those cards look dope. Angry Woodpecker. I mean, it's a bird. It's not a little.
It's a bird.
Obviously, you guys have never seen chipmunks fight before. They're not as nice and cute all the time. They will fight each other.
No, they. I mean, I think the only thing I know of chipmunks is Alvin. That's it. Yeah. So
later on, go do a video search for chipmunks fighting.
Chipmunks fighting. I mean, nature's brutal. Let's be real. Nature's real brutal.
And they don't like to share.
No, they don't like to share. Liberty guy saying he had Prodigy back in 1992.
There we go.
Stop copying my style. I'm the one who posts the wins. That's a me thing. That's it. LeBron, I'm assuming that's you that posted the one of me earlier. 100 Be a Geek, Internet America. What? Vilson's here. I use free dial-up for a month. Yeah, I remember the AOL discs. The Riftwatcher rares don't seem as good as the commons and legends. I would disagree. Can we take a look at this? I feel like the Riftwatcher rares are pretty.
Dude, if they just relabel those as legendary, I don't think we would have complained. To be honest.
Okay, obviously
better is rare.
Yeah,
I play it more often.
Yeah, not all of them, right? There's some that are just okay, but Runic Skyclaw. I mean, these first three I think are not OP, but they surprise me that they are rares.
Yeah, look at.
I love Watercolor too, by the way. 5 mana right there, because he gets Reflection Shield, and the stuns are just brutal in those heavy hitter rule sets too.
Oh yeah.
Actually, this is great for having someone aside from Tidebiter. That, like, for example, if you can't do like a melee.
Sometimes you don't have melee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out Ulof Dampier. That's a crazy one as well. That's
Ulof Dampier.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, with the trio. I mean, see, I haven't even dug into this meta yet, but I feel like a lot of these cards are still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, use them, and you can use them with Fernheart too.
Wants that.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Oh, Slip Someone wants that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you could get 3 triages with a Chaos Legion Plus right now.
Yeah.
In green. Without even dipping your toes in the dragon.
That's pretty crazy. Is Weirdbeard here? I got to remind him about picking me up a plushie. I don't think Weirdbeard comes to these streams. I've never seen him here, but he's welcome anytime. Scale Doctor is huge in Dragon Death combo. Yeah, Yasik with Mortius. Baron saying Mortius is awesome. Actually, I don't think that's Baron talking. I think that's Luthien talking. Bummer Chum on Mortius. Yeah. We still got to do Bummer Chum, Luthien. Yeah. I called it. I knew Ilthane was gonna be top 3. I thought Ilthane was gonna be pretty good too. I haven't even played with Ilthane yet, but oh whoops, this is not.
Well, dude, you killed me with Ilthane on QA server. Like, it was a massacre. So
yeah, you're right about that. I mean, but also it was easy to counter you because I felt like I knew what you were gonna do.
Well, true, but still.
See, Bulldog video put in the work on the prices.
Okay.
Is Bulldog pumping everything up right now?
He did a couple of days ago.
He did
the Scargore plus Coral combo.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I'll wait until. I will wait until the hype dies down, because what I like to keep reminding folks of is we have not even opened 15% of all packs. So there's still plenty of monsters to come. Now, I'm not saying that things are going to get like super cheap, but I'm just saying that they're not going to run out anytime soon.
Yeah, but the community generally knows what's good, right?
Yeah. I mean, the market has already dictated that, I feel.
Oh yeah, and if I see them go below $20, I mean,
yeah,
they're not going to be there anymore.
They're not going to be there anymore.
Ooh, let's throw a little prediction in here. Not price prediction, because I don't like this view. That's weird. Rift Watchers. When do you think is going to sell out? And
I'm
if you want to provide further context, maybe you say when you think Chaos Legion will sell out too, right? Because part of me looks at them and is just like, sure, if one sells out, then the other one might follow, but they're also very separate. Like you get a huge discount on Chaos Legion packs with DEC being below its peg, whereas you don't get that with Rift Watchers. And I feel like a lot of the top tier players have already gotten their fill. So it might take the rest of the community who plays at bronze, silver, gold a while to start collecting the cards and having the capital to do that. But curious to get your thoughts. Darkestnyte.
I
Would you like to
don't
go? Oh,
see it.
sorry.
I'm waiting for Angry Chipmunk. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it happening this year because we have way too much stuff on the market for us. Like we have Chaos, Rift Watchers, Splinterfest. We have that promo card that we also have to spend the additional 700 on. Then we have the Tower Defense. And then maybe we'll have to actually start paying attention to land. Like, I don't know. Like, there's just a lot of stuff to buy. Yeah. And if you already have everything, like, there's less of a pressure to keep buying stuff you already have.
Like, I think that's a great question.
Because you want to buy the new hotness instead.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, how many more packs are you planning to buy Angry Chipmunk? Rift Watcher packs.
I might be done with Rift Watchers, unfortunately, because I don't have enough capital to keep buying everything. Because I have to keep feeding my golden kitties.
I'm trying to exclude any like last minute. If you see all of a sudden we're at like 2.9 million, people might ape into Rift Watchers packs at that point. I'm saying aside from that, right, between now and like 2.5 million packs, I don't think you're gonna buy any either, Darkestnyte, right? Or maybe
I have been buying a couple.
You have been. Interesting.
I have,
even though, because I know you to be more of like a single card purchaser.
I am, but in this case, almost every card is good, right? And there is a limited quantity. So I believe that we'll sell out of Rift Watchers before Chaos Legion for sure. Mm-hmm. And I think 2 to 3 months. It's just not enough, right? And just given the power, I think we talked about this last time we got together, that Chaos Legion was okay, but you could clearly see that there were some gaps in terms of power, right? There's a couple of good cards. Demon Shark is one. There's a few other just really good cards, but they're not overpowered, right? They allow you to compete, especially if you have a full set. Rift Watchers to me feels like it plugs those holes and really gives you a major power boost. But you have to have both, right? You can't really have one without the other. So if you're going into Rift Watchers with a full Chaos Legion deck, then you're going to really benefit from Rift Watchers. I don't know if you agree with that, Jimbo.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you don't have both, like, it's not as good.
Yeah,
it's like having the bacon without the eggs or whatever.
Exactly. And so even for you, After Sound, like you will sometimes regret not having certain cards in Untamed, but with both of these sets together, it's not that big of a deal, right? You're still competitive with even people from Beta, maybe even more so, because they were kind of capped out in their mana use, right? Right now, we have some overpowered cards, but we also have an increased mana cap. So you can clean up, against people like, that are just focused, let's say, have alpha and beta cards.
Yeah, I mean, I play in Modern, so alpha and beta, thankfully, I don't have to come across anymore. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think the cards, I think there were certain cards in Chaos Legion that prove they were up to the task. I think we talked several times. I mean, there's a reason Kelly is like the top one, right? And I think the Water Splinter can be very powerful against Yod, and sometimes even Kitty, right, in certain instances. But Rift Watchers complements it well by really giving it more power and higher mana cards to play with. Because I don't have a Kraken, I don't have a what's the card that you just delegated to me? The Phantom of the Abyss, for example, right? But I'm not saying that Rune Master Kai is better, but there's different use cases, and all of a sudden, like, could be interesting.
It's the combos, right? So like not even the problem, right? The benefit of Coral Lurker, right, is it's neutral.
Yeah.
So we can't even begin to really understand the combinations of
Yeah.
cards because it can play in any splinter, right? With all of those different cards, and we're just going to see we're going to be messing around with this card for
Yeah.
years. I think for years.
Yeah, well, and we were talking about this yesterday. Like to me, it's like the one. It's obviously the most expensive and probably the best card within the set. And
Yeah.
I was saying like, okay, when Rebellion comes around, I think we know what the nerf is going to be. You're going to see a lot more cards with True Strike. It's just like if
Yeah.
you're going up against a
Mhm.
Core Lurker, right? They're just going to probably add same way that they did with Stun. They wanted to add Stun at the lower levels. They'll probably have more True Strike, maybe not at level 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see that in Rebellion if Core Lurker really goes insane.
Right. They could even add it to. They don't have to wait that long, right? We still have legendary summoners that are coming out, right? So
Oh,
they
true.
could, if it becomes that oppressive, they can do something there to fix it.
I wonder, he's got to have the stats already kind of set for that though. But
But they change them. They put them in QA, right? And then they
yeah.
modify them. So.
All right, let's see
And
here.
there's also
So-
new reward cards that should be coming soon because we're
Yeah.
running really low on those first Chaos Legion prints. Like
Do-
I think we're above the 80% right now.
Yeah. Well, do you think once those are out, do you think they will immediately push into the Rebellion rewards cards? I feel like there's still so many.
I think there's still time to do another set of Chaos rewards.
Really? Okay. I feel like there's too many rewards cards.
But we'll find out at Splinterfest because they're going to be talking about.
They're gonna talk about Rebellion. Yeah.
So we'll get some juicy alpha being there.
Yeah. Well, you can probably just like corner Nate. Be like, tell me, Nate. I need the information. So to your point, you said 80%. Yep. So we're almost there. The other commons, oddly enough, are almost at the 1/4 mark. 23.7%.
Yeah. So now would be the time for you to continue getting your Pellicore bandits.
I wonder if they'll. I
a
wonder
good
if
card.
actually that's a good card. Yeah. But I wonder if there's gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even share my screen. I was trying to. This is what I was looking at. So here we go. 80%.
Wow.
68% for the rares. 66 for epics. And almost 60% for the legendaries.
So here's a question for you then. Of this list, what card will you miss when it's no longer dropping its rewards?
None of them because I have them.
Yeah, see, that's I feel the same way too. I have all, if not most of them, like regular foil leveled up. So, like, I guess let's turn the question back to you then, Dark. So, what were you thinking about when you asked it? Is there a card that you're targeting?
So you have your cards that you play with, right? But from an investment standpoint, there's always a card that you say, "Oh man, that card was being sold for pennies, and I should have bought 10,000 of them." Right?
Okay.
And so, what card would you really regret not buying more of? So there we go. I think that's a better.
Well, you know how I feel about
Pellicore
Pellicore Bandit
Conjurer.
or Pellicore Conjurer's
Conjurer,
on the
yeah,
same level too.
I would say Uraeus might be another one for me, right? Uraeus is going to be one that everybody's going to want to have. One, because it's a neutral, right?
Yeah.
Neutral. Still
I use it all the time.
all the time. Same here too.
Mhm.
So that's a card, that you can get in. You can get in gold, and because you're going to use it so much, and you're going to get the benefit there. Any of the gyms,
Always a
right?
Shaunus.
Yeah, Shaunus. Yep. Yeah, that's a have-to-have card, right? That every new player in the future is going to want to have.
Who's burning
Kinjo
500
for sure.
vampiric blossoms? That's
Interesting.
weird. Oh, somebody burned 34,000
That card needs to be
Smiths.
burned.
The card in
Yeah.
Diamond isn't bad though. Once it gets
I'm
thorns,
teasing. I'm teasing. It's a good card.
let's see here. I guess. Okay. Cool. Well, we can leave that up. Let me see if we can catch up a little bit more chat. So Baron saying, I also really like Dallin. I'm surprised how much I like him. Again, I think that's Luthien. Dallin is good in poison. Oh, this is Luthien, by the way. Baron is busy. Okay. Dallin's good in poison rule set. Lower the health of your opponents, and it's mean.
Yeah, it is.
Ilthane is next. Ilthane's Ilthane's good, and actually, I think Ilthane gives a lot more utility to Pelipper Conjure in even silver, right? Because once you get that magic reflect,
Yep.
and want to have
Yeah,
cards
it's
for
just a cheap
trade.
Elmo.
Oh yeah, it is. It kind of is. Well, it's not. It can still get hit, but you know what I actually like
In
playing.
Diamond, it has phase.
So yeah, in Diamond is his phase, but one of the things that I've liked playing with in Gold, because that's where I'm at, is Thispa with Pelipper Conjure, because it kind of gets you that Diamond level ability, and it's super fast, and if it does get tagged, it will reflect. So
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I might have to buy I might need to sell my gold foil one, get a max regular foil one, a level 9 gold one, so I'm able to toggle between having phase and not.
yeah.
Because sometimes I want to get hit and it just dodges everything.
Yeah.
You're expecting to deal some damage back.
Yeah.
All right, so Eiffel Bridge saying I got a Fernheart for silver level. I think he adds something unique for Earth, although Obsidian
love
is
it.
stronger. Yeah,
I love Fernheart. It is great. Fantastic.
yeah. How are you
I
feeling?
like the +1 health the most.
Really?
See,
Okay.
and I like the range, right? Having range. Usually
Yeah.
in the first line. I have cards for it, so.
What are the cards that you pair up with it often?
So it'll be. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on.
Definitely Isa, though.
Yes, that's definitely.
Isa's great for that. Yeah.
So it's a mix, right? So I will do. Let's just do this real quick. Yeah, so I will put in Acid Shooter. That's one of my favorites to put in there, and then 100 Jarks sometimes, and then we have. Hold on a second.
There's even
I
that
like
new
Runemaster Fleury with him.
Yes, that's the other one.
Front tank and some healers behind it.
Yep.
Because it's just so much health. You get 14 health.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Olaf Dampier as well.
Yes.
With the stun and triage.
I don't have that one maxed out, but that is one that I will max out, and I'll go there. So, but it's funny, right? I mentioned 100 Jarks, right? That's one of the ones that could hit the Lurker, right?
Yeah.
So,
True Strike.
Yeah, True Strike does 5 points of damage, and again, look at the lore, right? That's what Nate says, right? That sounds like a very lore type of battle. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's 3 turns of surviving before it's dead.
Yeah.
Well,
true.
what the hell? This dude needs a pedicure. I
He's
didn't
a
realize he
werewolf.
had. Oh, he's a werewolf.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. So I know. I need to read more lore. Everyone's saying, "Yeah, I'm the one that posts the wins." Gotcha. GG's is all I'll say.
Awesome. That is awesome.
We discussed you earlier, Libron. Do you guys try a Fernheart Cornelius? Yeah, that seems like a pretty good combo. Have you guys tried it? I don't have a Cornelius or Fernheart.
I don't have a Cornelius, unfortunately.
It seems like it'd be a good combo though as a tank.
That I have one, but it's not leveled up, and that is another one of my regrets. And I'm not gonna go buy it. Right? It's too expensive.
Yeah. So some of those rares are epic. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling too. Luthien in the house. Rift Watcher's sellout is based on SPS price. My favorite card is new Scavo Technomancer.
Yeah.
What?
I haven't used it yet, but it looks fun. Looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool.
I put it in the D category.
Ooh, all right.
Like it has rust, which is helpful, but it's just I have better rust options.
Well, I think again, like people's cards will be favorite cards will be determined on level, and I think I remember seeing a comment saying that like the fact that you can get rust in silver is huge.
Yeah.
So at the higher levels, maybe not, but
yeah, and that's the thing, right? We're all coming in from different places, right?
Yeah.
And depending on what the current state of your deck is, certain cards are going to be more desirable. But I mean, if you don't have a rust, card, this is a good one.
yeah. No, I agree.
And it is blind too, the highest levels.
So he's so cute, mischievous. If SPS starts moving up, Reflector sales will speed up. Can I be a bear? Like I don't think anything's gonna happen to the SPS price for a while, unless GLS really, really takes off. It just like with DEC being so far below its peg, I just feel like right now, if I want DEC, I'm not going to burn SPS, which would be great for SPS price. I'm going to sell that SPS, so it just creates more sell pressure on it.
I feel
I'm
good with
guilty
it.
of doing.
Yeah, I mean, I do it every day, every single day, just to buy more cards with.
I feel really good with it being at 7 cents. I mean, I know we wish it would be higher, right? But at 7 cents, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
And I will say, I'm not a fan of the tower defense proposal passing.
You're not a fan. Oh, can we talk about that?
I'm okay with the land one because it's been delayed so long, but tower defense, like, you literally knew that you were buying something for 6 months in the future. I don't see the need to create all that SPS now.
I think that's a very valid argument. I mean, and here's the thing. I based my tower defense purchase on the fact, which was small, right? 25 packs. I based it on the fact that I didn't want to tie up capital. So now everybody,
and that's also what people did with nodes, and they got upset.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a valid perspective. Again, I voted yes just because to me, whether we get that SPS now or in 6 months or 9 months, however long it takes for tower defense, like. I think the SPS will continue to bleed for the next couple of years. Like there's no scenario in which we get some crazy adoption before the next bull run, unless Splinterlands like literally strikes iron or hits the jackpot. Like I just don't know people who are like itching to get into Web3 gaming right now. I think still a lot of early adopters.
Yeah,
I think once our mobile platform is better.
That's sore topic for many
everyone
people too,
has their phone and has 2 minutes to kill.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great. Mobile platform is still the only way that I can see SPS moving, and I feel like this would be a similar situation to what the relationship was between DEC and SPS, is if people go crazy for GLS. And even then, I don't think that's going to happen until the GLS game comes out next year. So that would be in like March, I think, when the season begins for MLS. And it's like, if the game really takes off, then we're only 6 months into the airdrop. And all of a sudden, if people are coming in and they need to burn GLX for GUSD tokens and they want to buy packs and they want to like be part of this. And again, this is all outside Splinterlands, right? This is your 100 million MLS fans around the world who want a little piece of the GLS action. You'll see SPS spike up, or the APR return for SPS spike up because GLX is going up in price. And then people come into the SPS because they're like, wait, I can get a crazy return. But again, I think we're at best like 6 months away from that even happening, if it does.
Could you imagine if this game takes over fantasy football, right? I mean, soccer football, right? Because that's a thing, right? What if people just decide, I'd rather just do this than, plotting out, players and all that stuff. It's easy, right? You jump in, do what you got to do, jump out.
I mean, I'm excited for the GLS, so the sports, not just soccer, but like the sports platform as a whole. Like, I think they could build out. Like, I'm not necessarily a fan of soccer / football, right? But it's funny because I'm actually tracking the MLS now, and I want to watch once the playoffs begin. I think I'm going to tune into the playoff games. Like Chicago's not there, so it doesn't really matter. But I kind of want to learn and see who are the top players in the game, right? Just casually follow along the highest levels of competition within the MLS, just so that like when the cards come out in later this year or early next year, I can be like, oh yeah, I remember that player. He was the MVP of the the finals or the championship or whatever, or he plays for this such and such team. So, but for sports that I do follow, such as like the NFL or even like fighting stuff like UFC, I think it'd be crazy. All right, so let's see. Also depends on GLS packs, how much they cannibalize. Yeah, but see, I feel like there's a different crowd for that. SPS will go parabolic at the end of Rift Watchers and then crash. That's kind of what it did at the pre-sale. GLS will be airdrop. Aaron totally agree. When the GLS airdrop begins, it should push the price higher. Ooh, who do we got there?
This isn't Olive.
Oh,
this is Olive, you said?
Yes.
What's up, Olive? Oh, I have a black cat too.
Say hi, Luke.
I don't know where he is. Cute. Mine's just super furry. I need to give him a shave, trim down. Chaos Legion and Riftwatcher sell out by August 2023. Ooh, Druid's being real bear. Over under August of 2023.
No, we'll be sold out by then.
You think?
Yeah. I don't see
You
it
better be
lasting that much longer. The last 20% will go a lot faster than what we're experiencing now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I remember being able to watch dice sell out when I first got here.
I was there. I was there for that. I was like, oh yeah, I could buy more. And literally,
Like there was like 10,000 dice left, and I'm just like panic selling things to get some DEC,
Some dice,
and I was
yeah.
only able to buy one pack before it all went away.
Yeah, same exact thing. Gone.
But I opened that one pack, and I got what's his face, Poseidon.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, okay.
It's not bad. I mean, Poseidon's price is pretty good today, so. Gather Magic brings up a good point, but how will you nerf True Strike if needed in the future? There'd have to be an ability that like cancels out True Strike, I feel like, as a direct balance.
Right.
Ultra dodge.
No, it's just called the anti-kitty.
Yeah.
Cards of True Strike. All right, so 20% print. I think we do a couple per season. Load up on all the Pellicores. Erase Vampire Bats, 3 Pellicores. Okay, everybody's talking about their favorites. So Warchang and Cornelius are nice tanks. Tails, how did you fare in the storm? I didn't know you were on the East Coast too, Tails. Hope you're doing well. We got lucky and we're fine. It's good to hear. I was far enough inland and south that it wasn't bad. Okay, cool. Glad to hear that. When real life RNG can be so life-changing and brutal. Fair enough. I won't say anything else about my end of season chests, but I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Tails. Hi, Darkestnyte, the chief analyst of Death Splinter. Whoa, what a title.
Nice.
In your opinion, which Rift Watcher's death monster boosts the modern death deck the most?
This is going to sound crazy, but I haven't really used any of them. I have not.
You're about to get demoted from your chief analyst position.
I do have Ra, right? And I have a maxed out copy of them, and I want to see if I can get Waka to have a higher win rate. So I just haven't gotten around to it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I like Catalyst, right? Catalyst is great with its Amplify.
Mm-hmm.
I love anything with Amplify, but I just really haven't put together an effective team yet. So, but I'm working on it.
I mean, they literally shot themselves in the foot by nerfing Night Ghoul. This was one of my most anticipated cards, and they like just chopped me off at the knees.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, it's still. Yeah, I mean, it would have been outrageous, right? But with the taunt, I mean, that's still pretty good if you use it right. The Arachnid Thug, I think that's another really good one. Once it's leveled up, it's great as a as an off tank.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stun in death.
Yeah.
A lot of stun.
A lot, yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Just imagine lining up a stun on the tank and the snipe position in the same round before Thug attacks, and you just get that double stun trample.
Yep. Chain Golem for the win.
There you go. Matthias is back. What's going on? Welcome back, Matthias. Biz Kitty's dark brother. That's why the chipmunks are angry. I don't know. This was only from a couple minutes ago. I feel like the GLX airdrops will have big effects on SPS. In 1 year, there will be between 200 to 300 million GLX released. 100 million is airdrop. Yeah, I hope so. I'm trying to get paid off this GLS, so hopefully it does. But I also the reason I'm bearish here is because I don't want to sell anybody on a dream. It's just like I hope it does, but I'm trying to be realistic. The team wanted a 1 year selling out, so something around February would be perfect for them. Yeah, I'd say anytime between now and I was gonna say January, but sure, we can put February in there, and I feel like they would hit their mark. Icy Flow likes Dahlin. Does the spell take away True Strike? It does not, but maybe it should.
Like
that's
really
natural. that's an innate ability, right? So Dispel removes abilities that were given to you by other
Mhm.
cards, right? Oh, actually, other monster cards,
Yes.
not even summoners, right? So
Yeah.
it's just monster cards.
I don't know
Matthias,
why people
oh,
like this spell. I love this spell.
it does work great in many instances.
Yeah.
Matthias, I can't remember your Twitch username, but I know you were from way back when I was streaming on Twitch. I hope things are good for you, man, and welcome back. Hit me up. Let me we can chat. I'll try to catch you up on everything. Okay, so I wanted to put this out as a video, and I still might, but I figure it'd be good to get your thoughts on it here. So they have talked about doing in the future a 12-month cycle rather than what Aggie's calling a 15-month cycle. And so in a 12-month cycle, with the 3 months off that they're planning to have between sets, that would mean that they'd want to sell out within 9 months, right? And maybe there's two ways that they could go about this. Maybe they would set the number of packs at a quantity that they could justify selling out within 9 months. Or, and I feel like they are doing a rough test for this with tower defense. If, for example, they say it's going to be 15 million packs or such and such date, and after that, all packs will be burned or no longer available. What do you think of that? And then actually, I want to give you a hypothetical scenario right now. If they told you that October 31st, there will be no more Chaos Legion packs available, right? We got 15 million, right, total. But after October 31st, they want to end it here. Would you go in and buy packs? And I'm asking this to you guys as well as in the chat, because I feel as though people would probably ape into packs. And sure, it would be a way for them to burn packs, but I don't think they're going to do it with Chaos Legion. But I wonder if they're trying to give themselves the option for the future. But the hypothetical that I'm creating here is if they said October 31st, right, we're giving you 4 weeks to get capital into the game if you want to buy more packs. And they're at a significant discount right now with DEC being down. How many would you buy? Or would you consider buying a lot? Darkestnyte?
Oh,
or Aaron Chipmunk?
I was gonna. Chipmunk is the.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to two people on here, so I keep getting the awkward silences because I asked both of you the same question.
Well, 3 of us now. So I'll tell you, I'm not a fan of burning packs at all, right? And I'm also not a fan of there not being packs to buy, especially for new players, right? So I mean, I understand why, right? We want to move on to the next thing, but I was here when there weren't packs to be sold, and it was a miserable time, right? The only place you could buy cards were overpriced on the marketplace, and for a new player, that just wasn't an option, right? So what I would, if you want to dilute the current supply, then maybe you drop the price or continue to give them away as rewards, right? And maybe you move those with the remaining cards down to distribute them down to bronze and silver and things like that. But I'm just not a fan of burning cards just because, right?
Well, it wouldn't be burning packs, but maybe they're just not available for sale. You know what I mean? Okay. And actually, I think you brought up a great point, because what if they just offer them as rewards then, so people can't go in and buy them? But sorry, Angry Chipmunk, go ahead and give your thoughts, and then I just want to I'll give a response afterwards.
Yeah, I don't like getting rid of them because I joined at a time when there weren't any packs, and my only option was to buy overpriced cards. Well, in the grand scheme of things, they weren't overpriced when I joined. I just thought they were.
Right.
And then it got real crazy.
Okay, so what I'm trying to get at here, and let me provide a little bit more context, because it's not necessarily the burning of packs, and like I said, I don't think they're going to do this with Chaos Legion. So maybe that wasn't the best example, but let's say, just follow me on this, and we'll try to go with a yearly cycle. Let's say they make the decision, and it's not just about Chaos Legion, but they say we're not going to sell any more Chaos Legion packs after October 31st, right? And you will still distribute them. We won't burn any packs, but we'll still distribute them through the rewards. So there will still be 15 million packs, but you can't buy them off the store. Then when Rebellion comes out, Rebellion launches January 1st. Okay, so that is like the launch date for Rebellion. But they tell you there's going to be 15 million packs in Rebellion. And if those get sold out those get sold out anytime during the year, that's fine. But if they do not sell out before September 30th, right? So 9 months, we will take them off the market as well, and they will only be available through promotions or through things like that. So there will be a known time period in which you can't get packs, which is, we'll just say Q4 for now, right? Because they do want to have that 3-month period. So it's like every year, you know that there's no packs available now, but they're coming soon, right? And if you're a new player, it's just like, okay, I got to wait a couple months. Whereas for Angry Chipmunk and I, when we first got into the game, there weren't packs available. And it was just like this, yeah, Chaos Legion is coming soon, but we don't have like a firm date. And it ended up being like 5-ish months until it actually launched, right? And actually, if you look at it, 6 months until the general sale began. So if they get to that point where it's just like, we're not going to offer them for sale. And again, if you go back and look at the Tower Defense white paper, they have said there's going to be 2 million packs, or they will not be sold after sometime in July 2023. How would you feel about that type of schedule?
Okay, so the first part I don't like, right? So because that has not been established for the current set. So I don't want them to change anything with that. They sell out when they sell out. The second part I do like, though, right? So when Rebellion comes out, and if they limit it according to date or a duration, then yeah, we'll be fine with that. But go into it knowing that.
Exactly, which is why I don't think they can do anything with Chaos. But so let's scrap that first part. But from a future perspective,
I would be fine with that. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, like TCGs do it. Like Magic the Gathering, you get your 3 standard sets, which you can find in stores. And then as they start to rotate out, they get more expensive, harder to find. Because they sub what they do 3-month rotations on their sets. So you could get anything you want in that 9 months, and then it gets harder and harder. And then you go into like New Phyrexia or
you have to get it off the secondary market or something, right?
Yeah. And we're used to that, right? That's literally what we're used to. We've done it for decades, right? So I think they should take advantage of that same type of mindset.
So again, now I'll give you a hypothetical, but without the baggage of Chaos Legion. Let's say Aggie's right. They do sell out in sometime in November, and they say, okay, we're going to launch, again, just easy dates. We're going to launch Rebellion January 1st. So by September of 2023, September 1st, you have 1 month left, and there's only 10 million packs sold. Are you aping into packs next September? Rebellion packs, I mean. Because there's only 30 days left.
Probably.
That seems like...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? I would want to know what they're doing with those packs that are left over, right? So if they're going to hold them and then do private sales with them, I would probably be pretty salty about that, right? Like, I just don't want the market, a group of people to have access to this stock that I don't have access to anymore, right?
Well, it's not okay. So I don't think that they would do private. I mean, again, this is all hypothetical. So I'm not saying that they would do private sale, but I think rewards might be on the table, right? Where you can still win them in chests, and if they do any kind of promotions or like giveaways officially from like the team or through Splinterlands TV or something like that, I can see like it's not available for people to buy, but they don't want to not mint 15 million packs or whatever the amount ends up being for. So
like, I think my gray area is them selling that stock, or giving it away to free to select friends and whatnot. But if it's a fair distribution of the remaining for free, then yes.
Well, here's the thing, right? There will only ever be 15 million, regardless of what they end up doing with it. There will only ever be 15 million. And sure, let's say everything goes according to, ethical guidelines. If they're not going to give it to other people, would you still want to have a piece if that's your last chance to get it before they're taken off the market? Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe people would ape into secondary packs, right? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it really depends on what they would do to protect the people that actually bought the packs, right? I think that's the thing. If they protect the asset holders and they're responsible with it, then whatever they do with it, I'm sure we would be fine with, right? Giving them away as rewards, I mean, for people that play, right? 5 years from now, they can have a special tournaments, right? That say, hey, if you play in this tournament, the rewards are going to be, Riftwatcher packs or Chaos League packs or whatever. That's cool. If I want those packs, I'm going to go and enter into that tournament.
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Cool. All right, let me just catch up on the chat here a little bit because I want to see what other folks have been saying. Ulrich, that was your username. Good to have you back, man. Might remove Kitty True Strike. I don't think
they'll nerf any cards.
Yeah. No, I would not buy packs. All right, Stock Jockey.
I think that comment was in regards to Dispel, because the card.
Oh yeah, you're right.
With True Strike, but I think I've gotten hit with Dispel while I use Kitty, and it's still True Strikes.
Yeah.
It's only Dispel only works with monster given
abilities,
buffs, right?
Yeah, like Inspire gets wiped off and kind of stuff.
Yep.
They can add an ability called Astonish, which could be a direct counter to True Strike by simply removing the buff.
I would say invisibility for a certain card, right? So you have phase, right? But invisibility, if you can't see what you're aiming at, you can't hit it, right? So
I mean, because True Strike is really just for Kitty, right? So what are cats afraid of? Cucumbers? Like they should just make a cucumber ability or water. Cucumber water ability, something like that.
Watch the water summoner for Chaos Legion have some sort of True Strike nerf.
Yeah, right.
Now, a good ability could be though that a card, or actually another summoner, might remove the buffs from another summoner. Right? I mean, that would be a great ability for the neutral summoner that's coming up in a week. Oh, hey, what do you think about the new neutral?
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
We really need to talk about that.
We don't have any details, but go ahead.
So my ideas were it's either no ability high mana summoner that allows you to play any color card at any time, or a very overpowered ability summoner that only lets you play neutrals.
Cool. I think we talked about that.
Let's say like +2 melee ranged magic, but you could only play neutral cards.
What about you, Darkestnyte?
Yeah, my hope.
It's strong but niche.
Yeah.
And the other one is strong but niche in a different way, just having rainbow with no ability.
I like
It'll kind of make silent summoners OP.
I think a low mana cost, no ability neutral summoner would be perfect. So something like two mana, right?
What does it give you access to?
Oh, like it would be like Dragon,
like Rainbow. Oh, like Dragon.
Yeah, like Dragon. I think it'd be closer to Dragon, but it's always available, right? So you'll pick a single splinter, right? That's the one you're going to play with, and then you can just play it, right? Aftersun and I had a conversation specifically about this, that a card like this would be fantastic for newer players, right? Because, I mean, for me, I have, lots of cards. You have lots of cards. Aftersun has lots of cards. But if we have newer players that really struggle to play the game, based on the cards they have, it's difficult, right? It's super, super difficult. And a card like this, I mean, I'm hoping that it won't be anything that I really need. And the first thing I'm going to do is delegate it to somebody, right? Maybe a newer player, and just let them play with it, right? So that they get used to the game and don't have to worry about that situation where you can't play a card because you don't have a leveled up summoner. Right? It took me a while to figure that out when I was playing, right? That the summoner level dictated the level of cards that you could play. And I didn't know. So, and it wasn't very clear. Anyway.
You know how long it took me to realize that when you look at the league, the numbers underneath are for the level of your summoner, not the monster, because the monster correlates very well to it. But when you're in bronze and gold, it's actually summoners, and it does matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in other leagues, it doesn't matter. It's the same.
Right. Yes. So that was a thing. I think I bought, what was it? Undead Skeleton. And at a certain level, it gets, I think at gold, it gets shield. But I kept combining cards, and I was like, why doesn't this skeleton have shield? And that's when I figured out the level of the summoner doesn't. So.
The summoner leveling is confusing because I remember it took me a while to wrap my head around it.
Yep.
And I was still just playing in bronze, but I was just like, wait, what? Like, so I need to have this level summoner to play this level monster. Yeah. So it's not intuitive enough for newer players, I feel like.
And I lost 6 months. Well, not even that long, like maybe 4 months before I realized that. And then I started leveling up my summoners because I knew that was the restriction on my playing. And once I figured that out, then I went back and started buying cards. But by then everything had exploded in price. It was too late. So
all right. So Dishonesty's here. What's going on, Dishonesty? I don't know what Lula 13 is, but hello. Alexandre, depends on how they handle the airdrop, but if airdrops are given when packs are burned, then people would ape for sure. Yeah, I mean, it might just be something where it's just based on how many packs you've bought, right? And then they'll just assume that all the airdrops are done. It would be a nice system with good cards. I agree, but I think it'd be better to have no downtime and burn them when the new set comes out. The thing is, they've said that they want to have downtime roughly 3 months. So why burn CL packs only to have Rebellion come out? More cards is more cards. I would like that a set pack limit and time limit. Sale stop when one is reached. Yeah, see, I think it'd be interesting too. People are open to it. It's not burning, it would stop minting. Okay. I think that's just semantics, but I agree with you. Why rush pack changes? Why not look for new content via land? I mean, we're gonna get land, guys. Don't worry. Just, it'll be for your children, not for you.
Maybe your grandchildren. It's your legacy, right? My son, your land. We bought
my son,
these years, centuries ago.
I bought this during the pre-sale, and now Agrod's new. I was gonna say his newest son that was just born. He's the one who's running the company now and offers you the opportunity to stake monsters on your land. Yeah. Is it worth buying TD for SPS? I mean, the returns are good right now, but that will get diluted very fast if people ape in. Bernard or Alex. Keeping them in rewards would be great. It would be cool to have different pack rewards. With land, all the extra packs issue, I believe, will go away. No reason to have a rushed packed sellout date. Throwing another new set. Maybe. Oh, what's going on, Axel? I think that's you, right? Or Axler Twinblade, sorry. Instead, release Ottoman Puppy with True Dodge. With True Doge?
Nice.
I like it. Ottoman Puppy with True Dodge. They can do.
But actually, if you think about it, though, the first hit would automatically miss with Lorna, right? So, or not do any damage. So that's kind of your kitty protection-ish.
Yeah, but like speed is such a huge meta in the game that ultimately, like the +2 speed in True Strike is broken in my opinion. And I mean, I don't win all the games when I play with Kitty, but I think it's really hard to lose with Kitty if you're trying.
Oh, I lose with Kitty all the time. And
me too.
Wait, but who do you lose to? What are the
sometimes?
Just right? Like Jodens and hard counters to Kitty usually. Like, let's say if I'm doing like a high DPS and there's just a force field there, it's like, okay.
All right. I was going to say, what's a counter to Kitty? That's what we're trying to talk about.
So for me, it would be...
Kitty, you just do anything.
Yeah.
And if your anything is the one thing they're countering, then...
Fair enough.
Or they just overwhelm you with like Scattershot Blast. Like, there's a lot of things to stop a Kitty.
That's true.
Mimosa stops the healing, right? So
yeah, that actually does come in handy. Yeah, a water cucumber monster card. Neutralize could be the ability's name. How about catnip?
Dude, you said it 1 second before I did. 1 second.
and they could still have True Strike, but like maybe catnip's like almost like a little taunt thing where it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, like distraction, right?
Land potions. Yeah, land potions could remove summoner buffs. I got a rift pack. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I only got about 10-ish, 15 minutes left.
Yep.
So Alex is offering to send a Rift Watcher pack, which we could open here and give the cards away. I just need to make sure I have enough potions. Man, you're gonna run me through my potions.
Yeah. I sent you something also, Alex.
You know what, Alex? Can you send
there's only a little bit of time left. I have to show off my last thing.
Oh, no, please take this time. I'm
wearing my medallion, the Llama Kron medallion.
Llama Kron medallion. Hold up. I want to give you a full solo layout. Ooh.
So you got the llama.
Oh, and Kron on the other side.
All on one necklace.
Oh, that's crazy. Please
That's
tell me you're
This was
bringing
my
those.
girlfriend's request. She wanted to wear this at Splinterfest. So if you really want this, you're gonna have to go harass her for it.
I don't think she'll appreciate you telling people to harass her, but that's awesome, man.
Do you have an Archmage Arius one?
I don't, but I have a Prince Julian that I'll be bringing.
Nice.
What? Okay, so hold on. Can we let's like are you selling these or are you giving them away? Or do you have a
Yes.
business that we can plug and promote here?
I do have a business. I currently have it disabled, but I'll post my link tree. Actually, let me open. Because
Send
I've
me.
been just making cards.
Okay, send me the link tree or wherever link for people if they want to get one of these, because I'm sure there's a lot of collectors in this community. So we should have focused on this first.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was like a hobby or if you're just doing it for Splinterfest or something. But if you got a business, man,
I do a little bit of
get
both.
this thing going.
So I sent that to you in the Discord. I currently have the Etsy disabled because I did have my laser break and I had to buy a new one while I was making product for Splinterfest. So I don't have as much as I want. So there will be a limited amount. I think I'm going to have about 75 cards total, most of them being chickens that I'm giving away.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I will have kitties, I think Quicks the Devious, the Jin Renova, Julian,
After
Bronze.
After you come back from Splinterfest, if somebody wants to order, like, do you have, or you'll be able to coordinate with them and set that up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and for most of my cards, I also have minting. Like kitties, I'm only making a total of 10. As you can see, you really can't see it on the corner, but there's a mint number here.
Yeah.
So this is kitty number
that's
6
cool.
out of 10. Because Bulldog has one, SPT Curate has one, and for Julian I only have 5, and 2 of them are gone already. AJ Brockman has one, and SPT Curate has the other one, and Aggroed has some, like Rexy and all the beta summoners for his children.
So you have
I only make a few of them.
Make
It's
sure-
physical NFTs basically.
Make sure you give one to Walking Keys. He can send it to Gank. Even though he won't be there, we'll know that we were thinking about it.
Yeah, we were thinking about them. That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe get him a private plane, a helicopter.
Yeah,
I think he just doesn't do planes, is what it
Helicopter,
sounds like.
man.
But you know what would be cool is if they do like Splinterfest on the East Coast at some point.
Yeah, heck yeah. Hey, we could do our own, right?
I mean, I'm
Tokyo's
using
cool.
Splinterfest to see and make sure that there's no like crazy people here. But if
There are.
there's not crazy people, I think it'd be fun to like actually set up some events. At least how often you come to Texas? Are you still traveling here?
Yeah. Actually, I might be in Texas next week.
Dallas or Austin?
Actually, Houston, maybe.
Wait, you're coming to Houston?
I think so.
That's where
I
I'm
can
at.
pick one of those. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So one of those 3 cities. It'll be San Antonio, Austin, or Houston. So still trying to figure it out.
Okay, because I feel like there's a large contingency of people, at least that I've seen in like map chat, that are in Austin. So it'd be fun to like start. Like it'd be cool to, yeah. Like I would love it too. So like it's like I would love to have something where maybe it's like there's a meetup every 3 months, but not just like a meetup. Like we can set up a tournament that is, and I'll probably talk to the team about this. Like if they want me to like do something in like Texas, like what if we had like local tournaments every 3 months or something like that?
Friday Night Magic.
Yeah.
Friday Night Splinterlands.
Splinterlands.
Yeah. Dude, that is awesome. So now I have to track you down at Splinterfest, and gold matters because I know he's going to hide stuff all around.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome.
That's super cool, dude.
That is super awesome.
All right, so let's see here. Or MTG draft style tourney where you buy packs as entry. Oh, somebody mentioned this earlier, like a draft mode tournament.
Yeah.
Where you buy your entry, get packs to open, play, and then you get to keep those packs.
That would be cool. See, that's fantastic. That's what they should do with the other.
That's really just bronze level though.
Maybe.
But I mean, it'd still be cool.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Well, you could have it to where you get like 6 packs, like traditional Magic the Gathering drafts, but the cards just come at max level or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but then you don't keep the cards afterwards. I don't get
maybe,
it.
and maybe they just get demoted
'Cause-
to 1BCX versions after the tournament. But
Okay, that
ideas.
that could be interesting. Sure,
Yeah.
I can buy that.
Yeah,
So
but I mean,
because-
you have ghost card tournaments, right? I mean, you would
Yeah.
already have the whole thing. You'd have all the cards, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just giving this rewards for that.
Yeah, so whatever packs you open will just unlock in your ghost cards, and it'll just be max. And then after the tournament, you just keep the 1BCX that you got.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
It'll be pretty fun to just be limited to whatever 30 cards you pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some cool stuff hopefully that Weirdbeard will be able to work on. I mean, he had so many ideas in that stream with Gank and Walking Keys, so hopefully he's able to implement that. All right, great point. Icy Flow, potions on land. When staking SPS for ranked battles? Probably never, Chuny.
Yeah, it's whenever land comes.
I mean, I look at staking for ranked battles the same way I look at airdrop potions. We were told about airdrop potions in January and it's still not here yet. So the team is not talking about this. So I just don't know if it's coming, at least not anytime soon. But you're thinking it might come with land?
Whenever I think anything's going to take forever, I just feel like it comes with land.
It comes with, fair enough. I missed that. Went over my head. That is thick. All right. People really like the Lamacron medallion.
Yeah, it's nice.
Take it to the tray. All right, let's do it in Florida. I wouldn't mind coming out to Florida, especially in the winter. Houston meetup.
Orlando, right? Nice.
Mhm.
Orlando's a perfect place for that.
I will meet you guys up for beers or coffee. Everyone can't make Vegas, so that'd be
So I
pretty
might
cool.
have
Matt,
to go
all
to
right.
work if we go to Florida.
Oh, I have no patience to open the Rift pack. Want to see Gold Legendary card? Okay, let's open up the pack.
Just do it.
And we can close out with that. But before I do that, give me 1 second. I want to post your link tree, Angry Chipmunk. So if people are interested to follow you, you can do so.
So really all that's there right now for your viewing pleasure are stuff I put in Instagram. So I have a few like Pokemon cards in there and stuff. Pokemon cards are pretty cool. I might bring some to Splinterfest just
Show them.
for others.
All right. I do have enough potions. You're gonna eat me out of all my potions, but it's all good. I think I like this one better.
Why do you have so many Rift Watchers left? How do you have the discipline? Like mine are all gone.
I don't have the potions, and I'm being cheap. I don't want to spend the potions.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. We'll do this giveaways. We'll see what we got.
2 gold.
If it's a gold foil,
legendary. Let's go.
Alex, if it's a gold foil legendary, I'm sending it back to you.
Yes.
Okay,
for sure.
we're just gonna get that out of the way now. But we will have, I don't know, 4 to 5 giveaways.
Also, another thing that made
Oh.
me stay with the game is that I got 3 dice packs when I first got here, and there was a
Are
gold
these
foil
legendaries?
Corrales.
No, those are rare.
No, those are rares.
Come on, don't.
It shakes when you hover over it.
It doesn't shake, does it? It shakes when you click
When
on
you
it.
hover over it, yeah.
All right, fine. You're right.
Hey, what do you think of the Bramble Pixie?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a great card too. Probably the best.
High damage, high health, and it heals itself.
Yeah.
Pretty good in those green blast only
Mhm.
rule sets. Like,
All right, so here's what we are going to do. We got 5 cards to give away. If you have not commented in the last couple of minutes here, I'll do a sweep to get all the participants. So make sure you comment and thank Alex for the generosity. And I will pull in the participants in a couple minutes here, and then we will run the giveaways. SPL regional meetups once every 3 months would be cool. Some kind of Zoom with every location live. Oh, they could work as qualifiers. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so many options for just expanding our interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent community, right? So,
Absolutely.
you guys anytime.
I mean, we're always like talking about this stuff anyway, right? So might as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me go here into participants, but I'm still going to give everybody a minute. Let me get the wheel. And I'm sorry, Axler, we're not going to use your spinny thing today because I don't even know if it's logged in right now. But I have to get running shortly, so.
I got to put the football on.
Yep, same.
What do you mean same? Darkestnyte, you don't watch football, do you?
I will today. Meeting some friends down at the spot. We're gonna have wings and beer, and
I
guess
it's worth it for the wings and beer alone, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, where are the blank spots?
Here we go. No, I haven't posted it in yet.
Got it.
So this is from last time.
Got it.
All right. Okay. So I think everybody's had about a minute or so here, a couple minutes. So let me go ahead and pull in all of the participants from A to Z. Actually, A to W, because I think Wibble's the last one. There you go. There's your blanks. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna make this easy, and we're just gonna go from left to right. So the first two winners are gonna get the watercolor and techno-wizologist. And I will just make sure that you have your IGN. All right, ready? Here we go. Good luck. And you know what we're going to do? Because Tuesday is going to be my last stream for maybe a bit, actually. I might be off from streaming for a couple weeks. So Tuesday's stream is going to be all giveaways. All right, Jen Ming, please give me your IGN or just confirm if it's the same thing as your YouTube. Congratulations, by the way. Lodnik, yeah, the stream is going to be ending shortly. I gotta run here. Bears are going to be playing soon.
Oh, I see Tails in here as well. Dude, you cannot go 5 days without posting some content, man. Come on.
Oh, is Tails not posted? Come on, Tails. What's going on? I've been lazy this entire weekend. I had all these like video ideas, and then I was like, you know what? I think I just want to catch up on the Rings of Power. So that's all I've been doing.
Yeah, I just been devoting my time to making these things.
Oh, see, there you go. Actually, I've been doing a lot of Splinterfest prep, so hopefully it'll be worthwhile. Jen Ming, I need your IGN. Oh, it is the same. Thank you for confirming.
Cool.
I'm blind and couldn't read it. All right, so... Oh, wait. Can you guys help me remember what was here? Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna send it from my other account. And hopefully I don't.
Did you say you're going to cheer on the Bears?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Okay.
What is there something wrong with that?
Yes.
Yes. I want to say the same thing too. But
Wait, what's wrong with the Bears?
just they're pretty
And
bad.
Chicago.
Oh, they suck, but I'm from Chicago, so I gotta live with it. Yeah, no,
I guess.
trust
Yeah,
me.
I'm from Vegas and I don't follow the Raiders.
I mean, every week I show up for the pain and the disappointment,
Okay.
and
Oh, then you have your fill of that, so you're good.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm signing up for every single year. All right, so techno-wizologist is next. So let's go ahead and remove this. I should have sent it to you, Jen Ming. Congratulations on winning. Yeah, the Bears. Actually, they're 2-1. They lost to the Packers, which is kind of disappointing because I was hoping they would turn a corner this year, but
There we go.
there's always next year. All right, here we go. Now much easier to see. Ooh.
Iris, nice.
Oh, it was close.
Congrats.
Virus, congratulations. You win the techno-wizologist. Can you go ahead and confirm your IGN? I believe it's the same thing, right?
I mean, he's in my guild. I should know this.
Oh, he's in your guild. It is Viru 5.
I can pull it up.
I mean, I've sent a card to Viru 5 before, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
There you go. Sweet. All right.
Oh,
3 more.
Oh,
We moved-
we're all dealing with the same thing, Tails. So yeah, it was brutal. We talked about that earlier.
Sorry, I was grinding to champ. Tails, it just sounds like excuses from you, man. It just sounds like excuses. Get those videos up. What do you think is going to keep Darkestnyte up in the middle of the night? We need to
Yes.
we cannot let this man sleep.
Oh,
All right,
I
Coastal
remember,
Nymph.
Yeah, I remember that win that I got on you, and I was like, I beat Tails. Yes.
But did you post it in the
No,
Discord?
I didn't.
It's not real unless you post it.
Oh, I
Discord.
still have it.
All right, you there?
I don't think
Chris.
I've ever fought After Sound before.
Because you're literally out of my league. I don't think we're in the same league at all. I mean, I've been able to push to champion or to diamond last season, so that maybe I'll see you this season if I'm able to get back there. All right, this next one is for Bramble Pixie. Who do we got?
Iced NFT.
Iced NFT. Congratulations. Let me get Bramble Pixie pulled up here, and then we're going to pull the final one. Go ahead and confirm your IGN for me. Iced NFT, and for the final giveaway. Ooh, so close. Wow, it's literally right now. Ice Hawk LB.
I'd rather go to Ice Hawk LB anyways.
Why?
Oh wait, no, Hungry for Tacos isn't even Luth. Never mind.
All right, hold up. So we need oh gosh, who was the last winner?
The last winner was
Good question.
Ice NFT, there we go. Nice win.
Oh,
Star Guy 43. Thank you for bailing me out because I totally forgot that you won. And then Ice Hawk LB, go ahead and send me your IGN for what was the final card here? Ooh, Septic Slime. I like this card. I don't even have a leveled up one, but I think it has potential,
Again, stun, man. They never underestimate that stun.
Absolutely. All right. Congrats to all the winners. Guys, Tuesday, we haven't done anything with the YT account. So again, I just want to thank you all for those who have delegated stuff to the Aftersound YT account as a celebration for Splinterfest, because I won't be able to stream. I'll be flying out Thursday. I won't be able to stream over the weekend. And then I'm headed to Chicago the following weekend. So there's probably a good chance that I don't stream for like 2 weeks. We will give away everything that is in the Aftersound YT account on Tuesday. So hopefully you can show up and grab that. Okay, so while we wait for Ice Hawk LB's IGN, you want to give any closing thoughts? We can start with you, Angry Chipmunk. If you have anything you're excited about outside of Splinterfest, but just within the game, hopefully we'll get a chance to shake hands, break bread when we're at Splinterfest and chat about it there. But stuff that everybody can relate to, not just those who are attending.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see where this economy goes in the game. Keep playing, collecting cards, compounding daily. That's what I'm excited for. And that new summoner.
And the new summoner. Yes. Did you get a VIP ticket?
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't got it like that.
Darkestnyte would have been like, hey man, you got an extra spot? Extra spot. Can I just share the seat with you at this dinner?
They could just swap it out.
All right, Darkestnyte, any final thoughts?
Same as always. Just we're still enjoying the game. I think we, now that summer's over, I think that Aggie and Matt really lived up to the promise of the summer of Splinterlands, right? So I think they did everything they needed to do. Now we're heading into the fall. The holiday season of Splinterlands. And
I'm glad you didn't call it the fall of Splinterlands.
No, I was very careful not to do that. So I'm just excited for the future and just to see everything progress. I think one of the big things that you and I talked about during the week is what does the game look like a year from now? If we had to try to guess what it would look like, right? And I think we should all really be doing that, trying to anticipate what it looks like and then preparing for it. So.
You look like you want to say something. Angry. Oh, okay.
I will be posting Winland gifts in Snapchat.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't want to end on a sour note, but like one of the biggest gripes that I agreed with from Luke Plays to Earn was the fact that the game kind of looks exactly the same as it did a year ago from a gameplay perspective. But man, if we're still posting Winland gifts a year from now, I think that'll be really disappointing. But people will at least get their SPS out of it. Maybe.
Yeah. My one land will yield me 40 SPS a month.
There you go. Well, hopefully SPS goes to like $10. That'd be kind of nice, right?
Yeah. That would be nice. That would be really nice.
All right, guys. We are going to take off. Let me just see if there's any final comments here.
Wait, Bears.
Yeah, let's go very quick. I don't think Ice Hawk LB ever posted their IGN. Does anybody know their IGN? Ice Hawk, you have like 30 seconds. And if you don't, then I will pull another name right now randomly. Why football American version is the name of football if the ball is not even round? Balls don't have to be round. Don't be shapist like that.
Exactly. Don't be ballist.
When Tails and Neil don't post videos, I get bummed. Yeah, come on, see Tails, you're just
man.
You just here. You know what? Because I know there's only one thing that you guys missed, right? So let me give it to you guys. Hello, crypto boys and ghouls. Welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature games on play to earn. Where we feature content on play to earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. That's all I got for you guys. So hopefully that
was awesome. All right, now I feel better now. Okay, Tails.
So hopefully that'll tide you over until Tails makes it back into champion and can focus on video content. Respin. Let me get that slime. All right, we're respinning. You guys gonna make me cut it close here.
Dude, that was awesome. I gotta tell you, that was.
I'm getting better. It's the only impersonation I can do. I've tried Aggie several times, but it's just. I just want somebody to do an impression of me. Randy K. Actually, no. The best was when I asked people what I say the most, and it's, I don't do price predictions, but here's what I think of SPS price in the future. Randy K, congratulations. You get the septic slime. So Randy K, can you please post your IGN? Because not only do I got to watch the Bears game, but I also drank too much coffee and I got to pee. I have too much information for y'all. But see, we just keep it real on the stream.
Yeah. At least pee.
Are you doing voice acting as well? I don't know. I mean, there's only one person I can do. That's just Tails. Yeah. You need a card in Rising Star? Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. I'll have to record that and use it as my new professional intro. I'm glad you like it, Tails. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in a couple days here.
That's going to be awesome.
If he doesn't reply, feel free to send it to me, IGN Kusana. Okay, if he doesn't reply, I'm going to send it literally right back to Alex. I guess everybody left
Alex
already.
Deal with it.
All right, we're gonna send it back to Alex. Alex can send it to whoever he wants. All right, Alex, it is on its way to you. That way we can close out the show. Darkestnyte, as always, it's a blast to have you here. Angry Chipmunk, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to hopefully hanging out in a couple of days when we are in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I hope to get one of those chickens, or at least fight somebody else for it.
I mean, I'll lose for one of those, right? Because the losers get those, right?
Yeah, if I eliminate you in the tournament, you get a free chicken.
Oh, is that what it is?
More incentive to throw or lose.
Throw the matches. Well, hey,
I want more land.
You can come up with those. What is it like? I think 15 land plots for the winner. Awesome. All right, so let's see. Virus is saying excited to meet you this week. Okay, so yeah, guys. I mean, I'll be live on Tuesday as well, but I think Darkestnyte and I are planning to grab dinner on Friday night, 6 p.m. So I know that's right when you get an Angry Chipmunk, but feel free to hit us up. Again, it's not closed off. I just want to announce all the details here. So if you're interested, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Instagram, wherever you feel comfortable, and we'll let you know.
We'll see how the night takes us.
See how the night takes us. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's Vegas after all, right? So,
yeah.
All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day. Catch up with you all soon. Take care.
Take care, guys.